Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my co-host, Charles Jackson. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. Detroit basketball is back, baby.
Didn't they just lose? Not yesterday, but the game
Nah, we
before.
man, we number one in the league right now, big dog.
But y'all just lost.
No, we didn't.
Y'all lost to
We just
Spurs.
won. We just won.
I
We just
know,
won
but
our
y'all
last
lost
game.
against the Spurs, though.
It don't matter. We number one in
Oh,
the
okay. We're
league
gonna
right now.
we're
We're
gonna we're gonna
number
do
one
it.
in the league right now. Come on, man. We ain't
Okay.
number 15 in the East right now.
Oh my god.
We number one.
Okay, we're gonna
We
pull
number
that.
one, baby.
We're gonna pull that card. Okay, we're
We
gonna do
number
that.
one, baby.
We gonna talk. We gonna talk about your Pistons. We gonna talk about the Pistons. Don't worry. When we get to our takeaways, we gonna talk about the Pistons. I gotta ask you a question. I ain't asked you this question in a minute though.
Hold on.
When the hell are you gonna start streaming? He about to make an excuse, y'all. I already know.
Nah, that's a great question. I don't know, Jay. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know I
Brother,
need to start though.
bro, you can start today. You can start tomorrow. I'm waiting. I want to see what Charles, what CJ, whatever your Twitch name gonna be. I'm waiting to see what we gonna play. What game? 2K? What we playing, brother?
Oh man, I play a little bit of everything, man. Shit.
Oh,
So
we
I
trying to
mean,
see.
I'm trying to see the crash outs on 2K.
Two crash outs on 2K, Apex, whatever. I'm trying to see. I was thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, bro, when is Charles gonna stream? Because last time you said it was stuff in the crib and all that. So I'm like,
Oh
okay, you
yeah,
know what? Whatever.
everything.
That was a
Yeah,
long time ago.
yeah. I done moved everything out by
So
now.
what we
So shit, I
waiting
just gotta
on?
set my shit up. I just gotta set my shit up.
Bruh, you set that shit up today. You set that up today.
What's up,
We
Black
trying to.
Road?
Yo, Black Road. Man, Black Road, and if Charles, when he starts streaming and making that damn Twitch, subscribe, follow. We trying to see. Twitch is the move, brother. We got the pod, and then you can have your own community over there streaming wise. Yes, brother. We waiting. We waiting, bro. But before we get started on like basketball, I wanna ask the resident Bears fan here real quick. It's nothing about the stadium. I'm not gonna ask that question. I saw that it said Max Crosby is obviously on the trade market, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it said that if I can find it, he's worth at least 2 picks and a starting caliber player. Do you think your Chicago Bears will eventually make that move to trade for Max Crosby?
I think it depends on what two picks they want. Like if they want a first and maybe a second, or like a first and a third, I plus DJ Moore, I do it. But if they want two first, nah, I can't. I don't get me wrong, Max Crosby is nice, but he ain't worth two first and DJ Moore. No,
I mean, what if they ask for the pick this year, obviously, and they say a pick in say 28?
nah, nah. Nah, I'm not giving you two first rounds.
Damn, dude. Okay, what if it was Miles Garrett or something?
Yes, I'm giving.
Oh
If it's
no,
Miles
Miles
Garrett,
Garrett
I'm
is
giving you
different.
DJ Moore and two first.
Oh, Miles Garrett is a different story.
Yeah, hell, Miles Garrett better.
Okay, but Max Crosby, it's not like I wouldn't say. Okay, it
Yeah,
says
he ain't no scrub, but like, nah, he ain't worth two first rounds.
2 first-round picks in the starting caliber player.
No, I'm not
I
doing it.
mean, if you're the Bears and obviously pass rushing was one of your weak points, why not trade? Why not do it? You got to make
I'm
that
not.
eventual move.
Yeah, like I said, if they want a first and maybe a second or a third, I'll do it. But I'm not giving up two first for him. He's not worth that much.
So
That's
you give up.
overpaying.
So you'll give up your first this year, a second next year, and but the thing is that the Bears are good. That pick isn't going to be worth anything anyway. If you expect the Bears to be really good, that pick is going to be like late 20s. And then even if that second round pick is technically going to be the same as that first. So what's the difference?
I mean, because one, we still can keep draft capital, and we can still keep a first round pick for either next year or in 2028. So who knows? Anything can happen. We could trade somebody can get hurt, and then we could use that to replace them or just add more depth in general. But trading 2 firsts for him, like that's a pretty steep price. If it was Myles Garrett, I'm all cool with it. But I'm not giving up 2 firsts for Max Crosby. He nice, but I don't think he worth 2 firsts and a good player.
You don't even like DJ Moore. Some people hate DJ Moore.
I don't mean he ain't good.
Moore trash.
I don't think he trash.
They think he
I don't think he trash, but he good. It's just that he ain't show up, and when we need him the most.
He showed. Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. Man, look, bro. If I'm the Bears, I'd do it. You got nothing to lose at this point, bro. You gotta win. If you feel you guys were right there to go into the NFC Championship. Now, would y'all beat the Seahawks? I don't know, but y'all was right there. And pass rushing is y'all weakest point. If y'all can get a Max Crosby, I don't even think Max Crosby is really that old either. So if you can give up my pick this year, which is late 20s, and if we're gonna already be good next year, that pick isn't nothing. And then you get DJ Moore. Like, bro, DJ Moore, he ain't bad, but it's like you already got Luther Burden. You already got Rome. I know you said earlier in the year, like Rome really ain't the number one. I understand that. That's fine. But you still got 2 caliber good wide receivers. And then most likely you'll go in the free agent market and pick up a okay wide receiver 3. I don't see the problem. I do it. I got nothing wrong with that, man. If y'all think y'all right there away, Max Crosby is the move. We talk about all the time in the NBA. If you think that right there is that move to take you over the top, you do what you got to do. Well, I'm just saying.
That's the thing. I don't think adding him would take us over the top, though. I think that adding him, we will be better than we were last year, but I don't think it'll take us over the top. It'll get us like right at the hill, but it ain't gonna get us over.
So you feel like Max Crosby, y'all right there, y'all just stay in the same, or it's like y'all
we a little bit better, but I don't think
so. The ceiling
enough
with Max
to win the Super Bowl.
So the ceiling with Max Crosby? What, NFC Championship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's really all I wanted to ask, because I know Max Crosby and the Bears. I would love to get him though. Because I saw the Bears said they have received calls on DJ Moore and Tyler Badgett, the backup quarterback.
And they letting Edmonds seek out a trade.
Man, that's for cap. That's for money and cap reasons, bro. Like, he got no guarantee money on his deal, and he trying to still get paid. I don't think the Bears trying to like really give him like another decent payday. So, that's really what it is. But that's all I wanted to ask. And then people. Do I think we trade A.J. Brown? If you ask me right now, 2 weeks before free agency starts, I do think we trade him. And we go get a second round pick, and I'm going to be happy as fuck. I'm saying, look, A.J. Brown, I think it's time. He helped us win a Super Bowl. He's a number 1 wide receiver, at least top 5 in my opinion. He's really good. I just feel like with what we do on offense, he just doesn't fit this. It's not his game. He needs to go somewhere where he'll be featured a lot more. So I'm cool with him if he goes somewhere. I hear the Patriots. If he goes to the Patriots, that's perfectly fine with me. But I think we do trade A.J. Brown this season. And like I said, we get a second round pick. I'm happy. I'm cool. I'm cool with it, man. All right. I just wanted to speak of that real quick. Let's get into our Week 17 NBA Power Rankings. I think you've started the last couple of times. Let me start this week. At number 10, I'm not going to lie, real quick. This last spot, I don't think no team, bless you, sir. Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't think no team on here at this 10th spot even deserves to be on here. I just had to put somebody here.
This was nasty. This week was nasty.
I don't know if it was nasty. I just don't think I don't think a 10th team deserves to be on it. Like, if we was able to do 9, it would be cool. But 10th, I'm just putting them on here just because someone has to be here. At number 10, I got the New York Knicks. At number 9, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 8, I got the Orlando Magic. At number 7, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 6, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 5, I got the Denver Nuggets. And number 4, I got the OKC Thunder. And number 3, I got the Boston Celtics. And number 2, I got the Detroit Pistons. And then number 1, I got the San Antonio Spurs, Francisco's favorite player, Victor Wembanyama.
At 10, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. At 9, I got the Orlando Magic. At 8, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. At 7, I got the Hawks. At 6, I got the Cavs. At 5, I got the Celtics. At 4, I got the Rockets. At 3, I got the Thunder. At 2, I got my Pistons. And then at 1, I got the Spurs.
No Nuggets?
No, the Nuggets, they had a bad week, man.
They just beat the Celtics last night. Basically with no Jamal Murray. That's a good win. That's a really good win, though. And you blew them out. You blew out technically a healthy Celtics team. You blew them out. So I think they at least deserve some. I think they should at least make a spot on here.
Yeah, and they lost to the Warriors with no Steph, no Draymond, of course no Jimmy, but no Steph and no Draymond. They lost to a bunch of scrubs. And they had Jokic and Jamal Murray and still lost. They still deserve to be in the power rankings?
Yeah.
Hell no. Not after you losing to some G Leaguers. Come on, dog. And you got your full line, your full starting lineup. Come on, dog.
They at least deserve to be on here. I don't know where. No, I don't know where. Huh?
They went 2-2 on the week.
Okay.
These other teams play better.
But there have been times when you have put a team in there because of one really good win. There have been times you've done that. So I'm saying, how come we can't put them in here? And I get it. That Warriors was a really bad loss because they were losing early in the game, come back, and Jokic had a great game, but they eventually lose. I understand that. I'm just saying there have been times you have done the exact same thing. You have put a team in there just because of one really good win.
Yeah, when they beat the Thunder or the Pistons or the Spurs or something like that.
The Celtics are second in the East. What are we doing?
Yeah, but we're talking about the Nuggets here. The Nuggets wasn't even supposed. First off, the Nuggets are a better team than the Celtics right now.
I can't tell because they beat them twice this year.
Who, the Celtics?
Nuggets. They beat the Celtics twice this year.
That's what I said. I said the Nuggets are a better team than the Celtics.
I thought you said the Celtics. My bad.
The Nuggets are a better team than the Celtics, so they're supposed to beat the Celtics. Like, you want me to get them? Yes, the Celtics are a good team, but if we look at their roster from top to bottom, the Nuggets are better. They're supposed to win.
We can't do that.
They're supposed to win that game. Somebody like the Trailblazers beating the Thunder. They're not supposed to beat the damn Thunder, and they beat the Thunder when the Thunder were, besides J-Dub, when they were healthy.
We can't do that though. We can't pick and choose. Yes, the Celtics roster isn't whatever, but they have been great all year. Now when we can't do that. We can't give them praise, but then it's like, this roster really ain't all that. So if you lose to the Celtics, we really can't do that.
I don't consider that a good win though. I feel like if the Nuggets would have beat a fully healthy Thunder team, if they beat a Pistons team or a Spurs team, that's a good win. I don't consider the Celtics a good win for them because they're the better team. I feel like those other teams I just named, those are teams that could compete with them, or if not better than them. So I don't consider that a good win in my eyes. Yeah, you got the dub, congratulations, but you were supposed to.
Okay. That's understandable. I get it. So why are the Pistons then number 2?
To be honest with you, they're supposed to be number one.
That ain't
And
no.
only
Well,
reason
look
they
at
not
their
only
number two.
reason they not number one is because the Spurs are on a 10-game win streak right now. I cannot ignore that.
And they lost to them.
Well, yeah, that too, but can't ignore the Spurs having a 10-game win streak.
So, but I'm saying, why aren't we pulling that same card for them? Why? Because you beat the Knicks, good win. The Bulls aren't a good win. You lose to the Spurs, and then you beat the Thunder basically with no good players.
I mean, they are number one in the league right now, are
but
they
the
not?
Celtics are number two, though. You can't
But
do
the
that.
Pistons are number one in the entire league. What do you mean?
That just happened yesterday. We not gonna
It don't matter. It don't. This is our
okay.
weekly power rankings. Does that not fall into the week?
Okay, we're gonna
Does
do
not,
that.
Does yesterday not fall into the week?
Yes,
Okay, then.
But you
so
can't
they're
do
number
that,
two because
though.
they're the number one team in the entire fucking league. What do you mean?
But the Celtics are a good team, though. Like, you can't.
They on
do
the list.
that.
What are you talking about? They're number 4. They're number 5. What do you mean?
They're a top. Okay, record league wise, they're number 4. So the Denver Nuggets just beat a top 4 team in the entire league. Again, you can't do that. You can't be we can't be out here every week saying, man, the Celtics is a good team. Yes, they surprise a lot of people, but then when we come to power rankings, that ain't a good win because the roster construction. No, we can't do that. So the Pistons should be at least lower in the rankings then. To that logic. We can't do that. No, we can't do that.
If let's say the Rockets beat the Lakers.
Okay.
Are you impressed by that? Because the Lakers are a good team.
No.
But if we look at it, the Rockets team is more constructed and better constructed than the Lakers. They're supposed to win that game, right?
Well, I mean, technically, like, I think
they're supposed to win
roster,
that game. They're supposed to win that game.
They're in the same. They're kind of in the same tier, though. I do think the
Rockets are better. They're better defensively and offensively. You can pick and choose.
Okay, yes.
But they have better. The Rockets are the better team. They're supposed to win that game. So why would I push them? Just because they beat a good team in the Lakers, that don't mean I'm supposed to push them up in my rankings. The Celtics, yes, they are a good team. I'm not denying it. I'm not discrediting them. All I'm saying is the Nuggets are better. No, I didn't. The Nuggets are better. They're supposed to beat them. That's like giving props to the Thunder because they beat the fucking, I don't know, the fifth seed or some shit, or they beat the Suns or some shit like that. They're supposed to beat the Suns. The Suns are a good team. Yes, we're gonna give them credit for being a good team, but it's still the fucking Suns, a team that they're better than.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The Pistons, right? You had them at number 2 only because they're the number 1 team in the entire league record-wise, right?
And the Spurs beat them. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying, because if we doing weekly wise, this week ain't nothing like spectacular. It's not a spectacular week for them. You only really beat one good team.
We didn't keep the Thunder in first place, and they didn't play. It was a week where the Thunder played 3 or 4 bad teams, and we still kept them in number 1. And it was teams in the 2 and 3 spot that had a better schedule than them. And we still kept them number 1.
I'm admitting that. I'm saying, all I'm saying is I feel like I don't care where you put the Nuggets. I could care less. I'm just saying, for them to be a top 4 team in the entire league, they should at least be on here. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Your power rankings and mine. Every team on my power rankings went at least 3-1. The Nuggets went 2-2. Why would I put a team that's went 2-2 versus a team that's what do you mean? The power rankings are teams that are playing well that week. And if you went 3-1 versus 2-2, you played better than the team that went 2-2. You won more games. What do you mean?
Even though so if the team goes 4-0 and they played a bunch of Wizards teams, you gonna put them in there?
Yes, I'm gonna put them in there. They went 4-0. You still have to beat them.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay.
i.e., how we did the Thunder. The Thunder were still number 1 ranked, and they played 3 or 4 badass teams when teams below them had a better schedule, and we didn't put them above them.
And I'm not saying the Pistons shouldn't be on here. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're gonna pull this Celtics really not a good win. I'm just saying the Pistons damn near, according to that logic, should just be lower. That's all I'm saying. I have the Pistons at number 2 because they did go 3-1. I'm cool with that. I'm just shocked that the Nuggets, who blew out a good team last night, don't even deserve to be on here. That's all I'm saying.
For the other 2 losses, dog. If they would have been 3-1, they would have been on this list. How you gonna reward a team? How you gonna reward a team for playing subpar when you got other teams out here who can play better?
Wait, can you just skim through them real quick? Just say that you don't gotta say the number. Just skim through the teams that's on in yours real quick.
Bucks, Magic,
okay.
Bucks, Magic, Wolves, Hawks, Cavs, Celtics, Rockets, Thunder, Pistons, Spurs.
Okay, I got you, brother. That's all. Hey, look, man.
I know we rewarding subpar basketball now. So if the Knicks beat a healthy Thunder team, but they lose 3 other games, they still deserve to be in the power rankings?
No,
the second best team in the league.
No.
That's your logic, though. That's your logic. They beat a really good team. They played subpar as hell this week. They beat a really good the number 4 team in the entire league, but they should be on the power rankings. So if the Knicks beat the Thunder, a fully healthy Thunder, and they lose 3 other games, they should still be on the power rankings because they beat the second best team in the league.
No,
that's your logic.
Cannot. No, if you go 2-2, you were just mid. You were 5,500, just right there at 500. Now, if you go 1-3, no, I'm not gonna put you on there. That's just not how that happens. I don't do that. I do see, and I even said it. I said, whatever this last team on 10, I don't think they even deserve to be on here. I don't think the Knicks even deserve to be on this list. I really don't. But they're on here. It is what it is. The Bucks is whatever. I get it. The Cavs game yesterday, I don't count that. They didn't have anybody. I don't count that win. The Heat are whatever. They're whatever. I don't count that. Like, it is what it is. I just feel like the Nuggets, and we're going to move on because we're going to talk about the other teams and things. I just feel like the Nuggets should be on. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I was just shocked that the Nuggets just didn't make it. That's all I'm saying. I was just very shocked. Okay, so we're gonna get into more of the Pistons. And shout out to the 10 people in the chat. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Try to get us out there more. I did put the Magic in here because I thought the Magic, they've been playing some better basketball, and it's crazy because I just uploaded that Paulo video, and then it's like, hey, Paulo had a good game. He had a really good game against the Lakers, and we'll talk about the Lakers and all that. But they, outside of getting game, they had a good week. I think Paulo's been actually playing really decent. The last week or a couple of weeks or so, it's been good. So I give them a lot of credit. Francisco, hey man, unrelated, but I just bought a LaMelo Ball and B4 reflection. Some dude in Wisconsin put them brand new at $50 on eBay. Hey man, I shop on eBay. eBay is where it's at, man. That's where I used to get all my shoes. Is that new shoe?
MB4s?
He has a new shoe out?
No, I was asking, was that a new shoe? Is that an old shoe?
If I had to guess, it might be old. Well, on here on Puma and Foot Locker, they're at 115. Wait, what color? What color are they? Because I'm looking at black there. These not bad though. These some shoes, motherfuckers hooping like high school. These cool though. These decent. You got some LaMelos?
Nah, I ain't got no LaMelos. I just got me some Asia Wilsons though.
Hey, you know who's shoe not bad, low key?
Sabrina's shoe good too.
Angel Reese shoe not that bad.
Angel Reese got a good shoe. Yeah, she got a good shoe.
It's not because she's with Reebok, right? I think Reebok.
Yep.
It's not that bad. I think I saw like one of
No,
them ads when I was like on Instagram. It's not. It's actually a pretty decent shoe.
She gonna get some females to buy her shoes, bro.
Oh,
Females
yeah,
gonna
of
buy her
course.
shoes. Her shoes look good.
It's
Asia shoes look
really
good. Sabrina's
and
shoes look good. Who else? That's it. I think Paige getting the shoe, ain't she?
I would hope so.
Caitlyn getting the shoe. Paige getting the shoe. Aaliyah Boston is getting the shoe. I don't know why,
She
but
is.
yeah, that's what she said on her little pod with Candace Parker.
I mean, we ain't gonna act like Aaliyah Boston ain't like decent and kind of well known.
Yeah, she
in the
decent,
WNBA
but
space.
for a shoe though, I don't know if she deserves a shoe quite yet. Not yet.
So what in WNBA spaces? What is probably what maybe 5, maybe 6 women that deserve their own shoe.
What Asia? Well, Angel Reese, of course, got her own shoe.
Angel Reese, Asia. Caitlyn's gonna get one, obviously.
Paige.
You said Sabrina, that's 4. Paige, that's 5.
Paige.
Well, whenever that comes out, 5, and then pick your poison with whoever. And then your girl, Juju, whenever she gets, she gonna get that. She gonna get a shoe, bro. She gonna get this. She gonna get the shoe. She gonna get one. Yeah, man. The Rockets. You know, the Rockets, they've been
they picked it up a late.
They've been decent.
They picked it up.
Because I think Amin Thompson didn't play the other day. Reece Shepard. Reece Shepard had a great game. Yes.
I guess the Kings. Everybody got a good game against the Kings. If you don't have no good game against the Kings, it's a problem.
Shit, the Kings just beat the Westminster the other day. The Grizzlies.
To snap a 16-game losing streak.
Hey man, they trying to get that number 1. They got 13 wins. They low-key, if you look at the standings, they kind of been clearing away from everybody. The next closest is the Pacers and the Nets with 15, but then after that it's 17 with the Pelicans and all them other teams. So they steered away. They trying
hypothetically, they get a top 3 draft pick, right? And then next year, depending on who they get, say they get Darren Peterson.
Okay.
You got Peterson, Zach LaVine, DeMar, Keegan Murray, and what's his face? Sabonis. That's not bad. And in hindsight, the Kings look smart if that happens.
Okay.
Because I heard they wasn't trying to trade Sabonis for it. Well, the draft lottery depends on if they trade Sabonis or not.
I think they do trade. I think DeRozan's gone. I don't think he's a free agent. I think he has one more year left, but it might not be non-guaranteed. I don't know. I have to look that up. I think DeRozan's gone. I think eventually they'll get rid of Sabonis. But from that logic, with that starting 5, I can't even say they look decent because I thought this year seeing they look pretty decent and then they were ass.
No, that's true.
Because, like, I mean,
paper-wise, though, it looked good.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, we saw, you know, at first it was Dennis Schroeder, Zach, DeRozan, Keegan, Sabonis. You know, that's 5. Then you bring Malik Monk off the bench, Keon Ellis at first. Then you bring in Westbrook. It's like you got all these decent players, but then it's like you knew that team wasn't gonna be it, but we didn't think they were gonna be like garbage.
They're not 13 wins.
Yeah, so I can't even say that. I can't say they will look decent because one is the Kings. It's the Kings, so I can't even say that. But you know, we gotta wait and see. I'm actually excited to see I'm waiting to see what the lottery, what the picks are gonna be. I think that's in May. I think the lottery is in May. So we got basically 2 months. We got 2 months.
Is it before or after the finals? I think it's before.
No, it's before the finals. I think it's during like the second round of the NBA playoffs. It's usually in like the second round. But where you had the Cavs at what spot? Because I had them at 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I had them at the same spot.
Yeah, Cavs been I don't really count that game yesterday. They didn't have nobody, but
it's crazy though. They gave, I think it was either in the comments or a lot of people were saying that they don't see the James Harden and Donovan Mitchell fit. If y'all don't see it now, then y'all just don't know basketball because we called it before, but when it first happened, it'd be a good fit because James he's not a traditional point guard, but he's been playing the traditional point guard role last couple of years. And Donovan Mitchell looks so much better. I mean, he was already killing this year, but with James, it takes so much pressure off him and he looks better. and Jared Allen's playing better now. Mobley's been in and out, but they look like a better team with James Harden out there, if you ask me.
So you're saying if Darius Garland was here, it wouldn't look this good?
No, I don't think it looked this good. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it would.
Damn, man. Damn, Darius.
I mean, James. Me, in my opinion, James is the better player right now.
I mean, he's always been the better player. He always been the better player. He's just like James Harden's just better. Like, no offense to Darius Garland, he's a good player, just better. Just a better player. But you know, we have the Cavs at 6. You beat the Nets, good. You know, blow them out. You beat the Hornets. No, Hornets are better. You beat them. That Thunder, I'm gonna save it in the takeaways. But I was when they was losing. I was like, here we go. Here we go. I already know. Then you beat the Knicks. I got stuff to say about the Knicks. Then you lose to the Bucks. It is what it is. But overall, they had a good week. They had a decent week. You know, Cavs been decent, bro. Like, nothing against them. The Thunder. You know, the Thunder have been playing not the worst because all their players are hurt. And
all these star players.
all their players are hurt. And man, I don't know when Shea coming back.
He said 1 more week.
That was that week. That would be this week. That would be this
week. He probably gonna come back early next week.
I hope, man, because if he misses and then he's ineligible, it's gonna get nasty.
How many games he missed so far? You know?
Ooh.
I can look it up. Ooh, how many games they can play?
They have played. This is 60.
They played 60?
60 games so far. 60 games.
And he's played 49, so he missed 11.
He getting there. You can
only miss what? 15, right?
I thought it was 16.
Yeah, 15 or 16. So yeah, he can only miss like 5 or 6 more games.
He creeping. He's definitely creeping up there. But no, Thunder. Casey Wallace been hooping. Give him he helped
they got some decisions to make, man.
Yeah, because this is year what for Casey?
I think 3.
Oh, so we're going to year 4? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Topic still that you still got to see what's about him. Back. Then you got AJ Mitchell, who's been playing really well for them this season.
They signed him though. He's good.
They got a lot of decisions to make this all season because Casey Wallace gonna deserve a bag.
What's a bag?
Get him a bag.
What's a bag?
How much did Malik Monk get?
Oh, how much did Malik Monk get?
I say whatever
Malik Monk.
Yeah, he's better than Malik Monk, but the price range around whatever Malik Monk got.
Malik Monk got 4 years, $77 million. That is 17. That's 17, 18, 20, 21 years. Well, 20.
I think he can get around. I think he can get around between 18 and 20. 20 is the number I thought in my head. He can get around.
I think Kaysen is worth 20 for what he brings defensively. Man, I think he leads the league in steals. He's top. I think he's at the top though. He's up there at the top. Like, he's a really good defender. Like he's really good. Like he been hooping. Yeah, you do gotta make some decisions. Isaiah Hartenstein. You know, are you gonna bring him back?
It's like who you pay? Who do you pay?
I wouldn't be shocked if they do let him go. Wouldn't be shocked. And then they might have another high pick.
Nah, he's going to his fourth season actually. You know?
They might have another
pick. Contract extension this season, right?
I think he's eligible for a contract extension this summer.
Yeah,
I think he's eligible. So, yeah, so they got a lot of decision, but I trust Sam Presti. He good.
Oh yeah.
And we both got the Spurs at number 1 because they don't lose anymore. They don't lose. They've been playing great basketball. 10-0. No, they look like they're creeping up there with the Thunder. They only 2 games back. They creeping. They right there.
It's crazy because we thought that nobody was gonna catch the Thunder, and now the Pistons then caught the Thunder, and then now the Spurs when they catch them. I mean, granted,
Rightfully
it's because
so.
of injuries.
Rightfully so, because at one point the freaking Thunder were like 22-2. Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
I can't believe people
They were
really thought they was
unstoppable.
gonna break that streak. I mean, break that
I said they
win
had a
record.
chance. I said they had a chance. I said they
No,
had
I'm
a
talking about people in the
chance.
comments were saying that they was gonna do it.
No one thought they would go get damn near almost BTA by the Spurs every time they played them. No one
That is
thought
true.
that.
That is true.
No, like, bro, no one thought the Spurs would low-key just be handling them. Like, you would at least thought it'd be battles. You might win 2 games because they played like 4 times, 5 times this year because the end season. No one thought they would go beat them like that. And that kind of showed, like, okay, yeah, you guys aren't going to get it because keep losing to the San Antonio Spurs. And I think they don't play no more. So the only time they'll see them is in the thing. Hey, man, listen to me on this one. Wemby Loki could sneak MVP. Number 1 seed is not out of the question at all. And with 25, 11, and 3 blocks, who knows?
I don't know, man. Cade and Jaylen Brown got a better case, if you ask me.
Oh, for the MVP?
Yeah. Hey, if Jaylen Brown gets MVP this season, I don't think he is. I think they damn near gonna give it to Cade if Cade can stay healthy. But if Jaylen Brown gets MVP, Jason Tatum gonna be hot because he ain't won no Finals MVP. He ain't won no MVP, and he's clearly been the best player on their team. And he hasn't won an MVP. Jaylen Brown's won an MVP before him and the Finals MVP before him. He's gonna be salty, bro. He gonna be salty.
If I'm him, would I be salty?
Hell yeah, I would.
I don't know.
This nigga still on my Thunder shit.
But he's hurt. I can't. Now, if he was just out there and he was just playing better, okay. But he's hurt. There's nothing he can do. Hey, he's been scrimmaging. We talk about that. But I can't do nothing about that. He's just out there hooping and I can't do anything.
Them conversations gonna be ugly though. You know, because
the conversations are already out
here. These people are already out here who think Jaylen Brown is better than Tatum. So now if he get a MVP before Tatum, oh, they're gonna clown Tatum like crazy.
They already the conversations are already ugly. They were ugly before they even won anything. They was trying to break them up before they even done anything. So I mean, yeah, I agree it's gonna get like worse, but they were already bad. Like, does Jaylen Brown deserve? I think Jaylen Brown at least deserved the Finals MVP. I'm cool, whatever. Jason Tatum definitely got robbed in the East Finals. I don't care what nobody tells me. That second time, because he won the first one. He won the first Eastern Conference Finals. That second one, I don't care what nobody tells me. He got robbed. That man was damn near averaging like 30, 10, and like 6 assists. I don't care what nobody tells me. He got robbed that one. Now the finals, he didn't play that good. I can admit to that. I'm cool with that. But everything else,
neither one of them did for real.
Yeah, I don't think nobody really played good. It's just they saw Jaylen Brown lock up Luka for Luka terms. So, hey, if Kyrie gone, you gonna still be a Mavericks fan?
If he leaves?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be no Mavericks fan. No.
So your team will really be Detroit. Really, basically. Like, it's really gonna be Detroit.
Yeah. Okay. That's the only team I support for real, is Detroit. Well, no, the Hornets too. I rock with the Hornets.
You rock with Pistons more, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You rock with Pistons more. So if they meet in that first round matchup.
Come on, I'm picking my boys. I'm picking my boys. I'm picking the Pistons.
We basically in March.
I'm picking the Pistons, dog. I'm not going against the grain.
When we do our Pickems, when we pick who we gonna win in that first round,
them niggas not even going. The Hornets not even gonna get a win. And if they do, they only getting one. It's gonna be 4-1, either 4-0 or 4-1.
I definitely think they could get one win. They'll be watching it on NBA TV. Watch. They do that. They always put the worst games on NBA TV. They do this all the time.
Whoa, Francisco. He said Jaylen Brown does not deserve MVP, period. He's good, but he is not carrying the Celtics. The Celtics is what they are because of Joe Mazzulla.
That's
Gotta
not
disagree with you on that
entirely
one.
true.
I gotta disagree with you on that one, dog. If Jason, if, not Jason Tatum, if Jalen Brown wasn't out here dropping 30 balls, dog, the Celtics would not be 38-20 right now. That's a fact because Derek White has been playing, but Peyton Pritchard, he's been on and off. Anthony Simons was on and off. So if he wasn't doing what he's doing, they wouldn't even have the record that they have.
I definitely think Joe Mazzulla deserves a lot of credit, but
Oh
it's
no,
definitely
yeah, he does. He does.
Jalen Brown. Definitely, he definitely is number one reason. LeBron even shouted him out. So when the King shouts you out, you know it's real. And then the
How
last
you
team
gonna say?
before we move on to our go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Francisco, how he don't deserve MVP when nobody even thought that this Celtics team was gonna be a playing team. Everybody thought that this was gonna be an off year for the Celtics, but now he willed them to the number 2 spot in the East and number 4 overall in the league. How does that not scream MVP?
I did go
Averaging
back and
30 a
look at the
game
video.
too.
I did go back and look at the video of us doing the over under for them. We both picked the under. I picked 40. It was 42.5. I picked 42 exactly, so pick the under. So
Oh yeah, they gonna beat that shit.
Oh,
They
they're
gonna beat
definitely
that.
gonna they're gonna beat that. They're gonna beat that. And then the last team before we move on to our players of the weeks, Timberwolves. I got Timberwolves at 9. Where did you have the Timberwolves?
I had him at 8.
Same thing. Look at the Timberwolves, man. They passing up the Lakers. Man, the Lakers, they something else, man. They something else. They free falling, but the Timberwolves, beat the
They
Blazers,
could low
whatever.
key still get to third though.
Who, the Lakers?
Yeah.
Will they
Third through
though?
6 is open.
Will they though?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Because they wasn't supposed to lose against Orlando last. Or was it last night or the night before? One of
Yeah, your
whatever
boy
they was.
sold.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to lose.
Your boy sold.
I'm surprised he ain't pull it.
He got scared. I don't know what happened to him. We'll talk about it though. But yeah, Timberwolves, they play good. That 76ers loss was bad. Got blown out by basically no Embiid. Tyrese Maxey dunks on you. But no, Timberwolves, they 2-1 because they only played 3 games. It is what it is. Let's move on to our NBA players of the weeks. Let's start with the West. Who do you have as your players of the week in the Western Conference?
I feel like in the West, it was really down to like 2 people for real. And I feel like that was Ant and Jokic. But this week I gave it to Ant. Ant averaging 34, 6, with about a steal or almost 2 steals and almost a block and about 3 assists. I thought Ant was on the mission this week. Yeah, they lost to the Sixers last game, but I feel like Ant's been on the mission. Ant's low key. I feel like Ant's been playing really good. If his team had a better record, I feel like he could have been in the MVP conversations. But Ant's been playing really good this week, so I got Ant as my player of the week.
You're exactly right, brother. It was really basically between Ant and Nikola Jokic. I mean, you could pick Jokic because he had that monster 30-point triple-double game against the Warriors, but I definitely got to give it to Ant. Like you said, 34, 62, 50 from the field, 38 from the three-point line. He was really good this week. Yes, they did lose to the Sixers, but he had a 40 ball against the Dallas Mavericks in a close game. Shout out to Naz Reid for the nasty dunk. Played really good. Then he had a 34 game against the Blazers. Like, I think he just overall, just had an overall good weekend total. He just played so good for the Timberwolves. And if somebody did pick Nikola Jokic, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I think, and I honestly think this might be either the first or the second time I actually got Ant as my player of the week. I'm not gonna lie, but Anthony Edwards definitely deserves Western Conference Player of the Week because I had to think about it. I was like, have I ever put Ant on here? But I got Ant. Ant been hooping. And for the Eastern Conference, who do you have as your player of the week for the Eastern Conference?
This one was a little bit challenging. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it was a bunch of guys in the East that played good. You got Jared Allen who played really good this week. You got Jalen Duran who played amazing this week. You got Cade, of course, Maxi, Paulo. But I'm gonna give it to Paulo. Paulo hasn't gotten that much love. this season. So I'm gonna show Paulo some love. He stepped it up of late. He's been struggling, been on and off all season. But this week averaging 27, 9, and 7. With almost about a block. Shooting 44 from the field, 43 from three, and 92 from the free throw line. So yeah, I had to give Paulo some love this week since we ain't been giving him no love all season.
I definitely had Paulo here. Paulo is definitely deserving 27, 9, and 7. But I'm gonna give it to Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah,
31,
I ain't mad at that one.
64, 44 from the field. He did shoot 32 from the 3-point line. I thought he's been playing amazing because, Joel Embiid has missed some time after the All-Star break. He did come back the last game, but Tyrese Maxey, always been hooping, almost one of the leading scorers in the NBA. He's just been killing for the Sixers, been an overall, and to a degree, been a distributor on the 76ers. And, Paul George isn't there. But this week alone, I give it to Tyrese Maxey because averaging 31 points in the week is very impressive. But you saying Paulo, I have no problem because Paulo has been hooping. No PB, no J this time.
Yeah, you can't call him PB no J.
He's shooting 43 from the 3-2 in this week. No PB, no J. Paulo been hooping. He been playing good. No France either. Let me see.
Go ahead. My point is he doesn't deserve it over Cade and Wemby and obviously Shea and Jokic. I mean, he got a case. He got a case though. I don't think he deserves it over Cade, but he got a case. He got a shot. If they can somehow tie the Pistons or get that number 1 seed, he got a good chance of winning.
I mean, if they say second, you said what?
How many games are they back? They're about 2. They about no, they about 6 games. Yeah, they about 6 games back.
Yeah, like I don't think the Pistons will fall off. I think they'll be number 1. I think they'll stay number 1. I think the Celtics is gonna be like 2, 3, 4. It's right there. They're close with the Knicks and the Cavs. But let's get on to our NBA takeaways of the week. And I do want to start doing, if people are in here, and I will put this on the Instagram account every time. I do want people, if you want to, you can pop up on here. I'll put the link on this Instagram story. If you want to pop up here, if you want to push an agenda, say some crazy stuff, that's fine. Just got to be respectful. That's all I ask. Just be respectful, but you can say whatever you want on here. I will put the link in the description on here, and then I will also put the link on the Instagram story for anybody that wants to do this every time we go through our takeaways. Because takeaways is basically a free roam. You talk about whatever you want. So every week we're gonna start doing basically a free roam. You can just come up here, say what you gotta say, and if nobody comes up here, nobody comes up here. But for now on, I will put the link in the description. You start first while I put this stuff in the description real quick.
Well, since we was just talking about them, I want to talk about Paulo again. Like I know Paulo's had a good week, but at times, I see what people were saying about Paulo. Is Paulo really gonna be that good? Because I feel like he kind of either he's having a bad shooting year, or I feel like he regressed a little bit. Because he doesn't look the same. He's not shooting the ball well from 3, obviously. And then he's become a little passive throughout games. And then his dribbling, he still has to work on his handle. He doesn't really have like a go-to shot. It just look real nasty out there sometimes. Like I said, I know he's had a good week recently, but I don't know if that's due to coaching, because of their offensive plays and sets and things of that nature. But it's just Paulo don't look the same to me. Like last year, obviously he was better, but he just don't look like the same Paulo that we fell in love with.
Do you think he still has a lingering injury? I mean, he was hurt early in the year.
No, I don't think it's that. I want honestly, what I really think it is, I think it's Jamal Mosley. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I think he's run his course, bro. I think that whatever, like he's a really good defensive coach, but as far as offensive, like you're not getting Paulo any open shot. Most of Paulo's shots are tough contested twos, or they're tough shots in general. So I feel like Jamal Mosley has to do a better job of getting Paulo easier shots. I mean, granted, if Franz was there, it'd be easier on him. He could take the load off and he could probably get more open shots. But even when Franz was there, I felt like the offense looked ugly. So I really think it's just Jamal Mosley, to be honest.
Well, we did pick it up. Desmond Bain has played better, but yeah, Paulo hasn't just been. He was supposed. And especially I went back and I was like, my hot takes. I said he'll be an MVP candidate. He definitely hasn't been like an MVP candidate this year. He's been kind of inconsistent. The jump shot really hasn't fallen. I don't know what it is. Like he's regressed. He's kind of getting to that John Morant tier, like just regressing every year. And like I said, I don't know if it's an injury, but he just hasn't been the same. And we talked about it last week when we was grading our teams. You're supposed to be better than playing. Like that's just facts. You're just supposed to be better than playing. But he's played better recently, so I give him some credit, but maybe Jamal Mosley is the problem because I feel like they probably gonna get bounced in the first round again. And then they'll just fire Jamal Mosley, and then it's like whatever coach they get, can he help him get to the next level in year what? What's this gonna be? Year 5 or 6? I think it's gonna be year 5 for him.
Yeah, this is year 5. Next year gonna be
next year.
No, next year's gonna be year 5. My fault.
Okay, yeah. So can whatever coach they get, will that help him get to the next level? You don't know.
Because we supposed to be talking about how we talking about Cade. We're supposed to be talking about Paulo like that, and it's like Paulo's been the odd man left out.
Yeah, he's supposed to be up there because didn't I ask? I remember. Was it?
Would I take Cade over Paulo?
Yeah, remember that? I did ask you that.
And I think I said Paulo. I think I did.
I don't remember what video that was, but yeah, Paulo has just been. I don't know, but I will put this on the Instagram real quick before last week. We couldn't talk about it, but we talked about the tanking. This is probably gonna be the last stuff we talk about tanking. Adam Silver came up with these new rules that they're possibly going to talk about. So we're going to go through each thing and we're going to say if we like it or not. So Adam Silver said he informed teams on Thursday that the NBA plans to make an anti-taking rule changes for the next season. So following the concepts have been discussed to curb tanking. The first thing was first round picks protected only top 4 or top 14. I don't like it. Why are we only protecting the top 4? And then after the lottery is like, that's not like them picks aren't really nothing.
What you mean?
Like after the lottery, because it's only top 14 players.
No, or the top, or they do either the top 14 can be protected, so the entire draft, the lottery, or not the entire lottery. But
I know what you mean. Yeah,
the top 14 picks or the top 4 picks. I mean, I ain't mad at the top 4 picks when the top 14. I don't know. I feel like it could be better though.
The next thing, teams can't pick top 4 consecutive years or after back-to-back bottom 3 finishes. Don't like this. Don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Because
if I draft,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if I draft, like say like we draft Zion, for instance, and just because don't get me wrong, Zion's a great player. Or for instance, LeBron. Like when LeBron got to the Cavs, yeah, he made the Cavs better, but they were still bad. Or even if Zion got drafted by the Pelicans, they were still bad the next year. You only got one. It takes a team to win. Like one player could change a lot, yes, but it still takes a team. So you messing up the bottom teams. How they gonna get any better? Free agents ain't gonna want to go there. So if they bad, they obviously bad for a reason.
Do they not know it takes years for this to happen? Like
it's like about 3 or 4 years.
It's like they see, okay, like even when Vic came the first year, they were still bad. Good. They still were bad. And then he got hurt that year. So you're gonna blame like one person can't change the whole franchise. Now, if it was just magically in life, how hey, you get the number one pick, that number one pick could just literally change your franchise from going 16 wins to 40. Okay, I can understand that. Life don't work like that. We're still going to be bad. One person can't change my whole franchise in 1 year. It just really doesn't happen like that. And then if my team gets hurt, so you're gonna put so I get one of the worst records. You're gonna push that to say hypothetically the Bulls, who don't even deserve to be a top four, and they finish with way more wins than me. No, that it don't work like that. That ain't right. Like y'all, come on
I'm
now, be serious.
I feel like that rule was trying to like when Tim Duncan got drafted to the Spurs, they had a really good team, but they was just injury prone that year before. So I guess it's trying to eliminate that. You know what I mean? Teams that are really good, but they just sucked the year before due to injuries. But I don't like it regardless. I don't like that rule regardless because it messes up the bad teams. How the bad teams gonna get any better if you take away their picks?
I don't know. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline or later. It wouldn't work because people just go tank in the beginning of the season. It's just go tank at the beginning of the season.
Nah, I feel like this one was better
Like
than
you're
the other
gonna
ones though.
tank.
This one is better than the other ones though. Because at some point it's like,
Boy, I think just tweet.
yeah, you frozen. But I think this rule is better than the other ones because at this point, like, say for instance, they say we
Yeah,
freeze it by.
StreamYard is tweaking. Hello, you good? You hear me? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I hear you not frozen no more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well,
But
you
yeah, I
still
like
look
this rule
frozen
better. I like this rule better than the other ones
a
because
little
at
bit.
least, like, say if
Like
you
it's kind of
freeze.
delayed.
So say if you freeze it before, I don't know, like say you freeze it after December or something like that, or beginning of January or something like that. Um, yeah, teams gonna tank in the beginning, but at the same time, now teams gonna have to fight. Like you're gonna have to fight more instead of just taking the entire season, being a free coupon the entire season. Now you got to now you have to be competitive. You know what I mean? Yeah, teams gonna still try to find a way to tank, but it's gonna be better than teams trying to tank the entire year. Now you tanking, let's say, half the year or a month or two throughout the season. So I think that's better than any other rules. Um, then you got one of the rules is teams cannot pick top four the year after making the conference finals. I feel like that shit was implemented just because of OKC. Because OKC got all these picks from all these bad teams. And now it's like okay, we got a team that just went to the finals and won, or the conference finals and won. And now they finna get another top 14 pick in the lottery. Like, nah, that's not fair because that now it's diluting the talent. All the talent is gonna be on one team now instead of just being, spread across throughout the league. Um, and then what's another rule that they got? Lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records. Um, to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that one. Um, I think with that one it will work. Because now if you're truly a bad team, then you would get the lottery lives based on that. I mean, that could be a good thing because, say, for instance, who's been bad the last 2 years? Like the Nets. The Nets have been bad the last 2 years, so they obviously deserve more draft picks. You know what I mean? Or they obviously deserve more odds towards the lottery because they've been butt for the last 2 years. Um, Next rule, lottery extended to include all playing teams. Now that one, I low key don't like. I low key don't like that one. Yo,
StreamYard, something else, bro.
I can't even see you.
I know. StreamYard, something else, bro. I feel like this shit, bro. This shit been tweaking like every week for like the past like 3 weeks we've been on. Can you hear me?
They talking about Francisco talking about Chet sent his homies to your crib. R.I.P. Sheldon.
Bro. What homies? Wait, what did you say? What did you finish? What was you talking about?
Oh, I was just going through the other rules. I went through the teams can I pick top 4 after making the conference finals and the lottery
I don't
odds
like that.
allocated based
I
on 2
feel like
years.
I feel like that goes against what the Pacers did. They went to the conference finals and then it's like we can't pick top
That
4.
and the Thunder. That and the Thunder. Because Sam Presti got all those picks from all those bad teams and they just went to the finals. And now you finna get another top 14 pick after you just won the chip.
And then Tyrese Halliburton, the best player, is hurt. So I don't get that. Am I tripping?
But yeah, like Black Rosen said, I was just talking about the lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records. Black Rosen says, I like the 2-year record that counts for teams having injuries, but still a good team, like you said. So yeah, I like that one. I do
Isn't that
like
how
that
the
one.
WNBA is? I think they go off
What?
about 2 years. Because that's how the
Oh, that I
freaking
don't know.
that's how the Dallas Wings got the number 1 pick again of
Mm.
2-year records.
Yeah, I mean, I like that one
name?
though. Because now you teams ain't gonna tank. If that's the case, that means teams gonna have to tank 2 years in a row. And I don't think teams are gonna do that, bro. You know, if you're bad, it's because you're a bad team. If you tank 2 years in a row, bro, like that's gonna mess up a lot of stuff.
I mean, the
Players
Jazz
ain't gonna want to play there if they know. I mean, I don't know. Because look at what the Wizards are doing, bro. The Wizards, they got a lot. I don't get it, but they got a lot of young guys over there. So like Trey Johnson, bro. Trey Johnson is only playing 20-something minutes because they trying to tank, bro. I thought the whole point of tanking was to at least, okay, lose games, but develop your talent as well. How you gonna develop your talent if they can't even play? He only playing like half a game.
Well, I think the Wizards see that no one, maybe outside of Alex Sarr, I'm not saying is a key piece, but can even get us over the top. So why? I'm just thinking how the Wizards are. Why play these guys if we're not even gonna do anything? Like, let's just tank
to develop them.
I agree. I think they should, but they feel like there's no point because we're still not gonna be good. So let's wait till this draft where it's potentially alter changing players. Then the next year we'll compete.
But see, the only problem I have with that, the thing is with basketball, you got to get reps in. So the more reps you get, the better you get. So if these guys are out here only playing 20 minutes, 21, 22, 23 minutes, how they going to get the necessary reps that they need to get better? You know what I mean? So, or how they going to be put in situations where they can get better and learn better. So for instance, if Trey Johnson is playing the whole game and the Wizards are in a close battle, how is he gonna know how to close out, or how is he gonna know how to get his shot off, or how teams are gonna guard him in that, in them scenarios? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
And then last 2 things, lottery extenders include all play-in teams.
I don't like that one.
The Bulls will have a chance.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all.
The Bulls will have a chance because you got 1, 2, 3. I don't. Yeah, because it's 5, because that's 10. Yeah, because it's like you telling me like I lied to Miami Heat. You telling me the Miami Heat when they was a play-in team went to the finals, then they could potentially have a top pick? Nah,
Come on,
like
no,
yeah, nah, bro. I ain't messing with that. I'm not messing with that because it's dead. Hey, because it low key, if you the Chicago Bulls, you like, man, we can still be bad and we can still really get a top pick. Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
So
they don't get nobody incentive to play for real. So,
and the last thing is flatten all flatten odds for all lottery teams, so every lottery team will have the same
The
amount of
same.
odds,
I don't like that. I don't
like
like
how it
that either
used to
because
be.
I don't like that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like because that's how Derrick Rose got drafted #1, and he was not supposed to go to the Chicago Bulls. Bulls were not supposed to get the #1 pick, bro.
Yeah,
They were not. The Mavericks, well, they changed it now, but the Mavericks wasn't supposed to get the #1 pick either.
I say just do it
Because I feel
regular.
like, what you mean?
If you're the worst team in the NBA, just go to the
You
worst
get the
team.
pick. Yeah,
Yeah. So like I
that's how
the
that's how the
Kings.
NFL do it. That's how the
Yeah.
NFL do
If
it.
you it goes by who's the worst team. So like the Kings, they would definitely have there wouldn't be no lottery. They would just have the #1 pick. Just do it that way. Because then eventually, if they are bad, they eventually will get better. If I'm the Kings out like right now, okay, I get the #1 pick. Then next year say we're bad, but then we get us all of a sudden say the 9th pick in the draft. We really aren't gonna get better. Like we really aren't gonna get better. Eventually we will, but we aren't. We won't speed up the process. I'll say we won't speed up the process. So
I think the best rule so far is that lottery odds allocated based on a 2-year record. I think that's the best one so far.
yeah, because last year the Kings were bad, but they weren't that bad. But this year they're worse. And then say, but the Wizards were bad last year, bad again this year, so their odds will be higher. Jazz same way, bad last year, bad this year. The
Because
odds
if you think about it, what teams have really tanked for 2 years in a row? You could say
Jazz,
Philly when they was doing the Philly during that whole
Wizards,
process. Yeah.
Nets.
2 years in a row? That tanked 2 years in a row?
The Nets
I know the
definitely
Nets.
tanked
Yeah,
last
no,
year.
no, I'm talking about the Wizards. I don't think the
You
Wizards
don't think they
tanked
were
last
tanking
year.
last year?
Not really. I think they were trying to win games.
What? They won 18 games. They were not trying to win. They brother, they
Nah,
traded
you right.
Denny Avnia for
No, the
Malcolm
Hornets. No,
Brogdon.
you right. You right. No, you right. You right. The Hornets, though, I don't think the Hornets were trying to tank last year.
I don't think the Hornets tried to tank. I think they were just bad and injuries just messed them up.
So it's like you rarely get teams. It's only a few teams. I feel like out of all 30 teams, you'll probably get like 2 or 3, maybe 4 teams that's gonna try to tank 2 years in a row. I don't think
really
every
don't.
team is gonna do that, or every
I don't
bad
even think
team
the
is gonna do
Pistons were trying to tank. I think they were just bad them couple of years. I think they were just a bad team. I don't think they tried to tank. They were just bad. All right, let's move on. Let's get it started though. Let's talk about your Detroit Pistons. Let's start about the first game when they came back off All-Star break. They BTA. They BTA the Knicks. BTA K Cunningham with a 40 ball. What was the score? 126 to 111. Take the floor, brother. This is your team. Take the floor.
Well, first off, the Knicks are quote unquote our rival right now since they beat us last year in the playoffs. So, we gotta get our lick back from that. So I wasn't really surprised about that win. But even though since after the All-Star break, the Pistons had, I think they're, what are they after the All-Star break? They're 1, 2, 3. They 3-1 after the All-Star break, right? Even though they still, to me, I still don't think they got enough to win the chip, bro. Like that Spurs game that they had, like defensively, they were getting stops. They were doing everything that they needed to do, but they could not score on the other end. It's too many times where the Pistons go into droughts where they can't score. You know what I mean? And then when the playoffs comes, of course they're gonna focus on Cade more. But I don't know if Jalen Durant is gonna have the same success that he's had this year, scoring wise. And so it's like, who's gonna step up for us? Tobias hasn't really done that. Asora's not gonna really do that. Like, we don't have nobody that we can go to besides Cade. And I feel like that's gonna be a real challenge for us.
Well, to start off with that Knicks game, I thought K played. I thought he had to. Like, no one else really could score it. I mean, that's been the Pistons' problem all year is the offense. The spacing is not that, it's really not that good. It's basically like, it's really like, hey, save us. That's
It's
kind of what it
K
is.
pick and
Cade
roll.
save
It's K in the ram pick and roll. That's their entire offense.
Cade
I mean, they
saved
got a
us.
couple upsets, but
Like Karis LeVert really hasn't been the signing like a lot of people thought.
mhm.
Dennis Jenkins has had moments, but he hasn't been consistently like that guy. Like they just don't have that consistent score. But against the Knicks, I mean, they just showed up. They play harder. They play better than them that day. The Knicks are just there's something else. But he dropped 42 and had to go crazy. He was 17 for 34. Like he literally had to carry them to that win. 8 boards, 13 assists. This has been like him all year. And again, he's one of the reasons why he is an MVP candidate. And he has the Pistons number one. So, and then like Tobias, I'm over Tobias at this point. He's just not it. He's just there at this point. It's just not it. And the thing with that Knicks win, Jalen Duren won there because he was still suspended and they still BTA the Knicks. So it's just like at this point, I just don't know what's up with them. I don't know what's up with the Knicks, but we're going to stay on the Pistons. The Pistons, that was a great win. Now, against the Spurs, I ain't going to lie. That offense was putrid. It was bad. And K being in foul trouble, I was thinking a couple of times watching that game. I said, why is K now? Hey, good for him. He didn't foul out the rest of the game. But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why is he still trying to guard Stephon Castle? If I'm Stephon Castle, I'm driving every single time to get that last foul so you get out this damn game. But there were times where K was reaching, and I'm like, bro, they let you get away. I mean, there were some times he did this because, when he tried to bump it to him and they didn't call it, that's how it is. But you got lucky. He saved my bet too. But you got lucky that you didn't foul out, but you played garbage. I think it was 5 for 26 that game. Now being off the court because of foul trouble, but it shows, man. If Cade ain't there, man, that offense bad. Or at least when they go up against the good teams.
I think of course he's not gonna guard De'Aaron Fox because De'Aaron Fox is too fast for him. But with Castle really isn't a shooter. So it's like I'd rather guard the non-shooter than the shooters like Devin Vassell and Julian Champagny who coming off screens and shit like that. So I'd rather guard Castle, who I know all he gonna do is drive. He not bigger than me. He not stronger than me. He may be more athletic, but I can deal with that. So I feel like that's why he was guarding Castle.
I'd rather just stay on the shooter because my thinking is only because yes, they are gonna move around, but this guy Stephon Castle is a driver. That's true, but at that point, I think he can fight through it. I can't fight through it if I'm already in foul trouble when the guy is just driving every single time. Because times he could have just drove and then they could have forced the ref to call a foul. There have been times they could have if that was me. Like I said, he did his job. He stayed out of foul trouble the rest of the game because he picked up a early fourth in the third quarter. And I was like, brother, he about to get like this one little lame foul and then he gonna be out for the rest of the game until like the fourth.
Well, think about it like this. Like you said, it's either Cade saved me. That's the entire offense, right? So if you put Cade on the shooter and he's running around, not only is he gonna get tired, he's not gonna have enough energy for offense, i.e. Donovan Mitchell when he had to carry the Cavs. Like the reason why the Cavs struggled so much against the Pacers because Donovan Mitchell had to do everything. And then when it came down to closing and time to close, he didn't have enough energy to get them over the hump. So you can't really put K on a shooter unless it's gonna be one of them guys. I wouldn't even say necessarily a shooter, but like you know how like Luka guards the corners only, or he guards the weakest shooter, or the guy that you want to shoot the ball. That's the only thing I can think of for K. But as far as the Spurs, ain't nobody like that on the Spurs. So it's like the only person that you can quote unquote say that is Stephon Castle because he don't really shoot like that. So
I agree. And Jalen Duren had a good game, but man, watching that game,
he dunked the shit out of
Wemby sometimes, man, sometimes he just don't be aggressive as a lot of people want. Like, brother, he was missing some easy bunnies. I mean, hey, defensively wise, he was great. I give him that. Defensively wise, he was great. Offensively, you're lucky. You lucky Devin Vassell and Chad Penny was knocking down the three. I think they hit 18 3-pointers that game. So the 3 ball saved y'all. And I like how they played that game felt like an old school game. They let them get away with a lot of fouls that game, but there was some that were just fouls and they just didn't call it.
You seen K push over
That's a
Castle?
foul. I think that they called that. No,
Yeah,
people were saying that should have been
a
a tech.
like a
They
tech.
didn't call it a tech. That's a tech.
Yeah.
It's a tech.
I ain't gonna lie though, I liked it. I like they little. I low key think that's a sneaky rivalry too. The Spurs and the Pistons. If they used to match up though, like say they both made it to the finals, I got the Spurs winning though.
I can't say they're a rivalry because they both just got good, really good this year, and they only played twice.
The reason why I call them right is how hard they play against each other. You can tell like when teams don't like each other, and it's one of those.
They only played once. I can't call a team a rivalry if we only played once. Now, if they, how obviously the Celtics and Lakers make it to the finals, go up against each other, I agree.
Shit, they say you can't call nothing a rivalry until you play in the playoffs against each other.
Then that wouldn't be.
That's what NBA players say. That's what NBA players say. They say we not truly a rivalry until we play each other in the playoffs.
That actually can be true. Now, if they make the finals, if both teams make the finals and it's hard fought like it was in this one game, cool. But if we only face really twice a year and then we never gonna see each other unless it's the finals, can't say it's really a rivalry. Like that's just me though. I really can't say that. But the Pistons, and a lot of people say like that game against the Knicks, that's when they was like, hey, K the MVP, K the MVP. Then he out here sails against the Spurs, and it's like that's why.
I mean, but the Spurs got great defense though, Jane. You can't
5 for 26 though. He got clamped by Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle clamped him.
Like, let's not act like Stephon Castle's a really good defender. Stephon Castle damn near top 5 defender in the league.
Hold on, brother. No, we're not gonna do that because I'm not saying that. But when wait, can I finish? When you are like that, doesn't matter. You supposed to get yours. And especially when it's a game of this magnitude, when everybody's tuning in because the Spurs, second in the West, the Pistons, number 1 in the East. This is a game you're supposed to step up to, and you didn't do that. And we say when you like this superstar type player, it doesn't matter who's guarding you. You got to step it up. There's no Stephon Castle is a really good defender. I said he got clamped by him. No way you should go 5 for 26 though. No way.
I mean, look, Castle locked up KD.
5 for 26 though. We can't do it. No. We can't do that.
Let me find that game.
What was that recent? That was a recent game?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Like if he like
well, KD's one of the most efficient scorers.
See, no, you can't. But I'm saying if you are him, like how he is, Francisco to say MVP. If you're an MVP candidate, it don't matter who you're. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to get yours. He did it. He got clamped. He got clamped.
Gee, I mean, I can't. No, he did get clamped. I'm not discrediting it. I'm not saying he didn't have a bad game. He did, but I'm giving this some context. The Spurs are a top 3, top 5 defensive team, and you have a top 5 defender guarding you. Like it's gonna be hard to shoot efficiently some games, especially first off, this is their first game playing them. So the Spurs were well prepared for them because they've been seeing what the Pistons been doing all season, and they didn't let K get to what he gets to. That's why he shot so bad. And then you got a top 5 defender on you. Like, yeah, he should have played better. Stephon Castle not a top 5 defender? Dog, Stephon Castle been locking up all season. All season.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I really don't know.
I've been watching the Spurs all season. Stephon Castle has been locking up. He guards the best player every single night, and he causes the best player hell every single night. Every single night, dog.
Top 5 defender in the NBA. Well, if he is, he's probably number 5. Probably number 5. I mean, he ain't better than Wemby. I would probably pick a Ben Thompson over him. I think Scotty Barnes is a better defender than him. Jaylen Brown claims he's the best 2-way player in the NBA. I mean, some people gonna say Kawhi still.
The men one is up in the air. I think him and the
Mm.
men on the same level. I just
Mm.
seen the men get torched though.
I think everybody gets torched.
Yeah, I mean it's the NBA. Yeah, it's the NBA.
Like,
Everybody, somebody gonna get torched.
I'm just saying, bro. If you him after you had this great game against the Knicks, you can't come out here and give me 5 for 26 though. Like you got to play better because if you stay out of foul trouble and play better, you guys probably had a chance of winning that game because the game was low key kind of close all the way up until really like the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So you get some blame for basically getting like clamped like that. Like,
I mean, they play on March 5th, so
yeah, so we gonna see it again. I think Cade is definitely gonna have a
yeah, he
bounce
gonna have a
back
better
game.
game.
He's gonna
Yeah,
have
he
a
gonna have a
bounce
better
back
game.
game. I just need Wemby to be more aggressive because there are times I'm like, brother, what you doing? Like, what do you be doing out there? Like, you damn like, and I get it. I don't think the Spurs are so good. I don't think he needs to average 29, at least this year. But there are times when I think it was yesterday, he only had like 4 points at half. And it's like, brother, what you doing? What are you out there
Bro,
doing?
he only takes 16 shots a game. There's no way Wemby should be taking 16 shots a game, bro. Wemby should be taking at least 20 to 23 shots a game, dog. I think, like you said, since that whole team is good, I think you know the Spurs, they're all about ball movement. So I think Wemby's so caught up in ball movement and Spurs basketball, he's not as dominant and as aggressive as he should be because he know he has Castle, Fox, Vassell, Champagny, Harper, all these guys on his team that he could pass to. So
They do got 8 people averaging double figures.
oh shit. Francisco said, bro said Amen Thompson's a better defender. He said Chad Homie's coming for you again, dog.
Yeah. Chet
Huh?
Holmgren?
Yeah,
Chet
Chad
Holmgren?
Homie. His homie's coming for you.
I mean, Chet up there too. Probably one of the best defenders in the NBA. I don't know. Top 5? I don't know. I don't know. He's definitely a good defender though. Like he's definitely a good defender. I think he this year, I mean, yeah, it might be number 5 or somewhere. He's somewhere in there. He's been better defender than Ant because I would have put Ant up in there. He's been better defender than Ant this year. Wemby, no. I don't think he's better than Scotty. It's a lot of people, but it's just times I need Wemby to be more aggressive. And De'Aaron Fox, I don't know what hell happened to him. He been garbage. He sold my parlay yesterday. He missed a 3, missed some free throws. I was like, man, going to overtime.
Yeah, I thought
Brent
it was
ain't gonna
going to
hit the
OT.
side
I
of the
ain't
back.
gonna lie.
Yeah, Brent ain't gonna hit the side of the backboard.
Yeah, Paul George it.
Paul George did in the playoffs. All right, what else you got?
Before I get into that, no, matter of fact, did you see? So Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter had their own podcast, and I think it's called what is
Cousins.
it called?
It's Cousins.
Yeah, the Cousins. Yeah, and they had Lamar Odom on there, and Lamar Odom was talking about his drug addiction, bro. They said Lamar Odom said he was a true addict. He said if he wasn't playing ball in the summertime, he was doing drugs. And he said he had great cocaine summers. I said, dog, you ain't never just get up. Look, granted, he's open with his life, but you ain't never just say you had cocaine summers, dog. Like, what are we doing out here, G?
Bro, Lamar Odom ain't been down bad, but ever since
cocaine summers is crazy.
Ever since
to call it a cocaine summer, it was raining snow.
Ever since Khloe Kardashian got away from him, man, we've been damn near down bad since.
Man, that man said he been doing coke since he got in the league, dog.
I ain't shocked.
And then he was up there straight. I'm a real addict. I said, dog, y'all got this man on here fiending right now. He probably finna go do a line as soon as it's over with.
Pray for Lamar Odom, man. Pray for Lamar Odom.
Yeah, but I'll say, but it's sad because it's sad seeing him like that because it just shows that when you get a lot of money, it can I feel like money don't change you, it just makes you more of who you are. But like when you get money, you can easily see how these players go down the wrong path. OJ Mayo, he couldn't stop smoking. Granted, now weed is cool in the NBA, but he couldn't stop smoking. Now look at him. Lamar Odom. Like,
Definitely, sometimes money do change a person, though. You never seen a movie or a TV show when a motherfucker gets some bread and they just leave the friend group and now they think you're a nobody. That money
I feel
definitely
like
changed you, bro.
I
That
feel
money
like they've
definitely
been
changed
wanting
you,
to
brother.
leave. It's just the money gave them an excuse to.
Nah. Then leave then. For that. Why you staying
I
with
mean,
me?
there's more to it than that. Maybe they don't want to be alone. Some people don't want to be alone. Some people, it's like in relationships, G. Some people don't want to be alone, so they stay with they stay in their toxic relationships because they scared of being alone. They don't think they're gonna find nobody else. They don't think they're as good as what they are, or they downplay themselves. So that could be a reason. They didn't leave the friend group, because if they leave the friend group, what friends would they have? Now I got money. I don't care if I leave y'all. Now I can go get some rich friends.
Then that changes you.
No, it's not changing you because you've been wanting to leave. You just now have the
But how
reason
do
to
you know
leave
you
them.
wanted to leave, though? How do you know that?
Because I feel like money, money doesn't change you. Money just it elevates and it emphasizes on who you are more now, because now you got the resources to do shit that you want to do now.
That man, if you want to leave the friend group, brother. You don't need that money. Leave. I don't need you. You want to be broke with? If you
Then
want
I'm
to be
gonna be,
broke together,
then I'm gonna be alone. Then I'm gonna be alone. I ain't gonna have no
okay,
friends
then
then.
be
If I'm in a friend
then.
group.
You can find somebody. You better go mess with. I be in the TV in the high school TV shows. Go hang with the nerds. Go hang with them. Why you hanging with me?
Everybody ain't like that.
Nah. Go hang with them nerds, brother. Go hang with them nerds. Real quick, because then I really want to get on the real topic. I know. Did you see the punishment? It said any punishment from the aspiration scandal is expected to center around Kawhi Leonard's contract, with insiders believing the Clippers will avoid major discipline. And it says, according to Tim Kamawami, sorry if I mispronounced your name, a lot of rumors of the Clippers thing about to calm down. I've heard is going to be Kawhi centric. The rumors I've heard is that it's going to be less about the Clippers and more about what's going to happen to Kawhi Leonard's contract. So that means nothing will happen with the Clippers. They won't ban Steve Ballmer. They won't take away draft picks. They will basically just make Kawhi Leonard a free agent early. And then it said teams that will look into signing him will probably be the Lakers. And I saw the Warriors and I saw the Knicks. If this does happen. So basically he'll just lose because next year will be the last year on his deal and he'll get
So he
paid
lose that
$50
entire
million.
deal.
Yeah, it'll basically just
So that whole 50 million gone.
Yes, because they voided the contract, so he won't get it.
See, the thing with Kawhi is he's so, you don't know how he gonna think or how he gonna move. I don't even know what team he even want to go to. Because he could stay in LA because he's from there, but it's like, yeah, they ain't got bread, and then I don't even know what team Kawhi even want to go to. I feel like he would want to go to like a warm city or something. I don't know though. I don't know about Kawhi. I wouldn't even know what team he want to go to. We could do teams that best fit him.
Out of those three teams, if anything, the best fit would probably be you could say the Warriors. I don't think they have the money. I don't think they will have the money to do it. So now the Knicks is very interesting. Knicks is very interesting. Then you probably got to get rid of Cat. Well, technically no, because you won't have to sign Kawhi Leonard to 50 mil. It could probably be a way cheaper deal. Like if I had to guess, I'd say about 25, maybe close to 30. He is older.
He only at least 30. I think he only at least 30 or more.
He's
not touching that 50 like you said. I don't even think he touching 40. If anything, I think he might get between 30 and 35, 36.
And that's what teams will even want to sign him.
Because he's gonna want to go to a playoff contender team.
Of course.
What if he go to my Pistons? They got money.
Pistons got bread? Yeah. Well, yeah, they do got bread. because I
Kawhi,
mean,
Cade,
because
Jalen Duran.
Tobias Harris will be a free agent. You will have to sign Jalen Duran. That won't hit. They'll sign an
Yeah,
extension. That won't hit until the next year. I mean, you could do it.
that'd be their second score. And on top of that, we deep as far as roster wise. So even if Kawhi misses games, that's fine and dandy. You see what we could do with just Cade.
My thing is, if as Kawhi Leonard, well, nobody knows what he's thinking, but does the Pistons even just look like a team he would just want to go to, though?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
think he would
saying.
go there.
I'm just thinking of what Kawhi, like, I mean, you said it, I think you said it last week. He could have stayed with the Raptors, but obviously seeing LA Clippers way more appealing to him than already a stacked team. And that was in Toronto. So I don't even know if the
Man,
Pistons will even look.
Heat,
I don't even know if he would want to go there.
Heat,
The who?
go to Miami.
Man, I don't even know if he want to deal with all that foolishness over there. Pat Riley still think we live in the 80s. So I don't even know if he want to go over there. I got to see it to believe it. Pat Riley still think people
Ain't
need to
no
wear
other really
suits.
good. Ain't no other good teams for real for him to go to.
And plus, no, cause Tyler Hero didn't sign a. Well, he signed an extension, but he wants another one. Norman Powell, I think he has 1 year left. Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it ain't too many teams that he can go to, bro.
Yeah, especially teams that don't even have cap space. So, but the real thing I wanted to get that out the way real quick, was I know you saw Kevin Durant say he wants to play for Team USA in 2028. He wants to play.
How old would that man be?
He'll be like 40. He'll be like 39 or 40 at that time in 28.
Shit, I ain't mad at it. They talking about getting Chet and Cooper Flag in 2028 too.
I don't have a problem with Cooper Flag being on there. Because I saw where's the picture? Oh, this was DraftKings. So this is who they had if Kevin Durant was on there. Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Durant, Cooper Flag, Con Knipple, Chet Holmgren, Kay Cunningham, Jalen Durant, Scotty Barnes, and Jalen Williams.
Yeah, they want to go. I mean, of course they're gonna win gold, but
this is my thing. Why is Devin
Steph
Booker
said?
not on there?
I thought Steph was supposed to be playing too. Steph said he wanted to play.
Well, he didn't say it out his mouth. Marcus Spears said, "Don't count out Steph not coming back." That's what
You still got Steph, KD, like you said, Book
on here. Book take Con Knipple's spot. I don't even know why we even taking Devin Booker off. He was a pivotal part to them winning a couple of years ago. His defense was great in the Olympics.
His defense.
So I don't even know why we taking Devin Booker off. Put Devin Booker on here in front of Con Knipple. I like J-Dub. I'm cool with that. I like Scotty Barnes because he brings the length and he's a big guy. We need size. You damn near might have. Here we go. I guess. You need size. Evan Mobley. I don't think that one's Paul's worthy though. Need size? That's Paul's worthy of me saying we need size.
All right, Diddy Jr.
Who?
Diddy Jr.
Oh, I thought you said
Diddy Jr.
Diddy. I thought you said Diddy. Whatever, bro. I think Evan Mobley might need to be on here too. We need size, bro. Like, I don't think Bam and Chet can handle it. Or Jalen Durant.
First off, Chet too damn small. They gonna bully Chet. You know, all them European bigs are actual bigs. So
you give us. I'm tired of all these people that keep counting out Team USA. Y'all see me won in hockey, so I don't know why y'all counting us out in our sport. I don't know why y'all counting us out in our sport. Because we just whooped ass. We whooped Canada's ass in hockey. So all you people talk about, man, I don't trust you.
That was a gold game?
Yep. Both win. Congratulations to the men's and the women's for winning gold against Canada, their sport. Congratulations. Whooped ass.
Boy, I know them Canadians mad as shit right now.
When I tell you the timeline was on the roll, that was so funny. I've seen people say, "Get y'all maple syrup asses on, belt BTA." Oh my God, that timeline was on one because that's y'all sport, and us Americans took it from y'all. So, but everybody said, "Man, they can't." And I know you saw what Kevin Durant said about how they keep saying like the USA they called up to us and stuff like that.
Bro, no other country has caught up to us, bro. If every Olympics we put our best players on the roster, they will not win, bro. We're not even we're putting our best players out there, but we're not putting because how many people make the roster? 12,
12,
13?
I think it's 12.
So we're not even putting our 12 best players out there. We're putting some good guys out there, but they're not our 12 best players. So imagine if we put our 12 best players out every Olympics.
Who are our
We
12
already
American
we
best
already
players?
win. We already win gold every time every time anyway. So it's like
Who are our 12 best Americans? Because our 12 best Americans not even the top, not half of them not even the top 10. Because you damn near got like 6 Europeans in the top 10 if they're
yeah, because
healthy.
you got Luka, Jokic, Giannis,
Embiid when
Shea,
healthy.
Embiid. Well,
And Victor
if you be
now.
honest, Embiid with us. Embiid with us.
I don't know. Embiid, I gotta see it to believe it. He be flip flopping. I don't know. I
Yeah,
gotta
with
see it
us.
to believe it.
So
And then you can add Victor in there too. So what? Our top 12 is some in the top 15 and 20. I mean, I
yeah,
don't know.
but you gotta think about it though. Like them European teams, they ain't got our guys may be in the top 15, top 20, whatever the case may be, but they guys not even in the top 30, top 40, top 50.
I mean, half of them not
Besides
even NBA.
exactly. So
But they be doing what they supposed to do though.
and even if they do got the European guys that play in the league now on their team, they're still not better than our 12 man. Their second best player is not better than our 12 man.
Their second best player. So yeah, that's true because if you think about it, Boban Bogdanovic is not better than Jason Tatum or Tyrese Halliburton. It's just
Come on
not.
now.
Just not. Actually,
No.
if we're being honest, our 12th man really is Derek White or Drew Holiday, and they're not even better than them.
But then
If we're being
exactly.
honest,
Yeah. So
if we want to do that, okay, last thing, then you'll go. Kevin Durant on the narrative that the world is catching up to Team USA. All I hear is AAU is destroying the game. The Euros do it right. Wow, the Americans do it wrong. It's a lot of BS with that. I can read between the lines on that. It's a shot at Black Americans. We're controlling the sport. They're tired of us controlling the sport. France is coming for you. Really? We smacked them boys.
he not lying. Well, they didn't smack France, but y'all won, but he not lying to it. I don't think they catching up, bro. And then even when like them close games they had the last whatchamacallit, I feel like the Americans we weren't taking it serious because they knew we were gonna win. Like because you could tell like it's like the All-Star game, G. I feel like they treated it like the All-Star game. In the beginning, in the All-Star game, what they do, they don't play hard at all. But then once it gets to back in the day, once it gets to that fourth quarter, that third, fourth quarter, that's when they start to pick it up. And I feel like that's how it was with the last time they played.
Yeah, we almost lost that game. What was that game against Serbia? We almost lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we're being honest, they probably should have won that game. But the Avengers stepped it up. KD, LeBron, and freaking Steph and Embiid stepped it up. So that's just talent.
They could literally turn it on any given time, bro. I think people are just so fed up because they want to see 30-point blowouts, 40-point blowouts all the damn time.
And I think when he's talking about that, because it's like, oh, 5 of the top 10 players are European, so they've called up. I mean, you could say they called up, but
they still have a whole
overall, they're not better than us.
And then on top of that, it's still 11 other guys on their team. So how you gonna say that the country caught up when they only got 1 or maybe 2 NBA players, maybe 3 or 4 on their team? Because I think France got 4.
Well, I think he's talking. Well, in this, I think he's talking about everybody. Like I think he's talking about just the Euros in general. So like the
Nah,
Lucas, the Wembys, I think
they
he's talking
haven't
about
though.
how they think because I mean Brandon Jennings argued it basically yesterday. Like, oh, top five Euros in the NBA. They're better than us right now. But it's like, I mean, they've gotten better. And yes, 5 of the top 10 players in the NBA are Euros.
But
It
where are the
is
other
fact.
ones at? Where the other ones at?
Some are hurt and some not there. So, all right, what else you got?
Pat Riley. Pat Riley talked about the big three. And he said that he really thought that LeBron was going to be there for 8 to 10 years. And I'm sitting there like, how the hell did you think LeBron was going to stay there for 8 to 10 years? First off, y'all barely had any money to pay the man. Y'all wouldn't have any money for real. And then on top of that, you were micromanaging them. Who the hell wants to be micromanaged for another 4 years, G? Another 4, 5, 6 years? Nobody. He wasn't gonna stay there. Even if they did win four finals in a row, I still don't think LeBron would have stayed there for another 6 years.
And he saw that D Wade was declining. Like D Wade got worse. That's facts. He saw that it got worse. And he knew he wasn't going to win no more when D Wade started declining. So he went back to Cleveland because he saw a way younger guard in
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving. And
Mm-hmm.
then we said we need to win now. Let's trade at that time one of the best big men in the league at Kevin Love. Obviously, he ain't played nowhere near like that in Cleveland, but he was one of the best big men at the time of the trade. Let's
Yeah,
win
Kevin
now.
Love's
They
cold.
wasn't ready to win. They wasn't ready to win. Pat Riley old, man. Pat Riley just be saying any fucking thing. You
I think
do.
he's trying to save he trying to save his ass as far as like because
Say what?
because you know how like Dwayne Wade been talking about how it was Pat Riley fault and it's been all these little stories and rumors about Pat Riley. I feel like he said all that so he could try to cover his ass and save his ass a little bit.
Pat Riley has all the control in the world. He doesn't. He's gonna leave until he feels like it, bro. Because I think Mickey Arison is the owner. He's let him control the whole franchise. He can do whatever he
I mean,
wants.
wouldn't you? He brought y'all championships. Well, I mean,
No,
but at
I know.
some
I'm
point
saying.
you gotta update your philosophy though. Like I get it, he was a great coach, he's a great GM, um, great overseer, but at the same time, you gotta know when to change the scenery, dog.
I agree. But we ain't gonna act like them championships won basically like 12 years ago. This is a long time. Like we can't be living off that champion that Miami Heat.
Shit,
What was
Doc
that
Rivers
in
is.
2013? That was
Yeah,
that
like
was
I think I was
basically
gonna say like
13
2030.
years
Yeah.
ago. That was 13 years ago. And you can't
Tell
tell,
that to
bro.
Doc
You can't
Rivers.
tell me Doc Rivers. They live. Why you think freaking teams keep signing him? Because they living off that one championship he won. But that's what I'm saying. That's why he has so much control. Because there ain't no way you still there and you guys ain't done nothing. Yes, you went to the finals twice, bubble, and in 23. You did. But y'all haven't done nothing. And then at this but he tried to trade Jimmy Butler after they went to the finals. After they went to the finals, he tried to trade Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler was on the trade market for a minute now. All right, man. Can we speak on the Lakers, bro? Why the Lakers butt? And did you see what DeAndre Ayton said? He said they making him like Clint Capella.
Clint Capella. Yeah, dude. I
I'm gonna
mean,
say
I feel
this.
like
Wait, real quick before we go. I'm sorry. I will say this. DeAndre Ayton is better than Jackson Hayes, but Jackson Hayes fits with Luka and LeBron way better than him.
better.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right, you go. My bad.
I think one is the role players. It's the defense. I think those are the two big things. I know we thought DeAndre Ayton coming there was going to be really good, but he shows up some games and he doesn't show up other games. Like last game, I think he had like 24 and what he had last game. He had 21 and 13. Like that should be DeAndre Ayton numbers every single night. So I'm trying to figure out, like, even he said that on a good night that they was trying to treat him like Capella. So what does he think? What does he think his role should be? Does he think he's supposed to be averaging 25 and something? Like, I don't understand what he thinks he should be doing out there when you got Luca and LeBron. Like, bro, you're the third option, bro. You get the ball when we give you the ball and be ready to catch the ball and shoot the ball.
Because he's a pick and pop big. But I mean, Capella is a rim runner. I don't think that's DeAndre Ayton. Can he do it? Yeah. But I don't think that's him. That's why Jackson Hayes fits better. Just not. But DeAndre Ayton clearly is better than Jackson Hayes.
My
It's
thing
clearly
is, like,
better.
Gee, those are free points. Those are easy buckets. Like, I'm not saying that has to be your game has to be predicated on that, but you should be willing to set screens for LeBron. The better screens you set, the more open you are, and the more open LeBron and Luca is. So it's like I don't understand why he has a problem with that. And on top of that, those are easy points. Those lobs that you're getting, and then those hard rolls that you have, that could be easy putbacks. Like, I don't get why he has a problem with it. You know what I mean? As long as when you get the ball in your mid post, what you like, you score. When he gets the ball in the mid post, bro, he be so indecisive. It's ridiculous.
I want to read you a couple of stats. LeBron James and Luka Doncic this year in 747 minutes, they are minus 82 on the court. They're minus 82. And then Brian Windhorst said the other day on First Take, he said, when Luka and LeBron and Austin Reeves play together, they're just not a good team. When it's just Reeves and Luka, the Lakers are an excellent team. When all three play, they're not. And last thing, I saw this on Gil's Arena. I had to screenshot it for this reason. So these are the points. When Luka, LeBron, and Reeves are on the court, their offensive rating is 110. Their defensive rating is 118. Net rate really minus 7.9. Yeah, it's bad. When it's Luka and Reeves on the court and LeBron's off, their offensive rating jumps to 126.
Damn.
And their defensive rating is 108.5 plus 17. Now, when it's just LeBron on the court and Luka and Reeves are off, the offensive rating is 118 and the defensive rating is 109. So from those numbers, I think we can both say those three just can't be on the court together, but you have no choice because those are the three best players.
Yeah.
It's just the thing with is the Lakers roster construction is bad, but also your three best players can't play defense.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They can't play defense. Reeves ain't a good defender. Luka not a good defender, and LeBron isn't really a good defender because of age. That's it. And then your good defenders, who is like, say, the Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt, their offense sucks. So you can't really have them on, especially Vanderbilt. You can't really have them on the court at all the time. So
it's the role players.
It's the role players. I agree. Like, because go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing I could think of to try to fix it is either LeBron or one of them got to run with the bench mob for sure. But I think they do that with mostly Luka. Like, LeBron will take his break first. Yeah, LeBron will take his break first, and then Luka and Reeves will be on the court. Then Reeves will take his break, and then they'll sub Reeves back in for Luka, and then it's like LeBron's like the last one to get in.
But because I think Luka, because I'm thinking of the Celtics game. Luka played the whole game. He played the whole first quarter. Then LeBron comes back in, but then you're putting LeBron with like these weak bench players. But that's when it comes with the defensive rating because they're better defenders. But the offensive rating isn't like the best when it's Luka and Reeves. I mean, it's better for when it's all three, but it's not. It's just not a good roster. It's just not. And Rob Pelinka deserves some blame, and I feel like this comes back to some people. Some people gonna say LeBron didn't care about winning. He just wanted to get his last little 50 mil. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Some people gonna say he didn't feel like winning because he could have opted out. He could have took it. He could have took it less to help fix the roster. He chose not to because he wanted to take that 50 mil because that's gonna be the last 50 mil he ever receives, and I have no problem with that. Get the rest of your money, brother. I have no problem. But to some people, they're going to say,
you're a billionaire. He's a billionaire. That 50 million it ain't chump change, but it's chump change compared to him.
Yeah, so, I mean, he could have opted out. He could have. And I think he definitely wanted to keep control because if he opts out, he don't get no trade clause. Then they could have flipped him. He wanted to keep his money and keep the power. But I mean, he could have helped. He could have opted out, took less. They would have had way more money to help boost up that team.
I'm trying to figure out how they can at least salvage the season.
Bro, that team's a first round exit. I ain't gonna cap. That's a first round exit team. Right now they're the 6th seed. And I think they'll play Denver. No, they're 5th right now because right now they're 5th. Interesting. They were 6th. Right now they're the 5th seed. They will play the Rockets. It looks like they're either gonna play Denver, Rockets, or maybe Spurs, or maybe Timberwolves. I don't see them beating none of them teams. Maybe the Rockets. I don't even see
them beating the Rockets. I see the Rockets running them out the gym.
Man, that offense. Hey, that'd be good though. Adam Silver licking his chops though. See Kevin Durant and LeBron in the playoffs again. Boy, that's easy bread. That's easy money for the viewership. I know he licking his chops.
I got about 3 more things, man. I ain't got nothing else.
All right, go ahead.
The first one, LeVar Ball. He said that the reason why the Hornets are having such success is because the coach trusts LaMelo now. I agree and I disagree with that to a certain extent. I feel like the main reason why they're having most of their success is because LaMelo is healthy. That's it. That's the main reason. And then 2, yes, the coach trusted him. That's a part of it too, because we had coaches who played LaMelo who staggered his minutes wrong, or like for what was that white guy name? I said they should have been fired.
Steve Clifford.
Yeah, Steve Clifford. Who else was before Charles Lee? Not Monty.
James Borrego.
Borrego. Yeah, like those guys. I don't think they knew LaMelo was talented, but like LeVar said, I don't think they truly trusted him. But I think mostly it's because LaMelo is healthy, dog. That's the real reason why they're having so much success. Him and Brandon Miller are healthy. The last couple of years, those two have been injured. Now you got 2 of your best players back on the court.
And Con Knibble has been amazing.
Yeah, he has.
I think it's because LaMelo is healthy, and then somebody is actually coaching freaking LaMelo Ball. There have been times when Charles Lee has benched LaMelo because he ain't doing nothing on defense. There have been times he's done that. He's coaching him. Like, I know we not really, to say, man, how you bench your best player? I get it. I understand that. But somebody's actually coaching him.
Not LaMelo hasn't been coached like this his entire life, dog.
So Charles Lee deserves some credit, but really because everybody's healthy. That's really the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing I do have, I know you saw yesterday, James Harden has a fracture in his hand, in his thumb, but I think it's non-shooting hand. So when I ask you, will the James Harden injury affect the Cleveland Cavaliers title odds? Will that affect them?
How many weeks?
Aspirations. I would say, it was really a month. I'd say about a month and 2 weeks.
So honestly, I don't think it will. Because if he can, I mean, he said he's going to try to play on it. But since he said he's going to try to play on it, and it usually, I don't know how bad the fracture is though. Like, I don't know if it's a small fracture or if it's a big fracture. Like I had a fracture in my right wrist, and it took about a month to heal, but that's because it was small. So I don't know how big the fracture is, but if we got about 4 to 6 weeks left, he should be good. If he doesn't, injure it anymore, he should be good.
Yeah, he should be. I think he'll play through it. He got to fight. You're not getting any younger. This is the time when you guys are trying to win a championship, and you guys are honestly close to being one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Well, I mean, you are, but I'm saying like number 2 in like the East to get more home court advantage. So I think it's cool that he's playing through it. He's saying, hey, I'm trying to win with you guys. Like, let's try to win this. So I'll fight through the pain. Probably take
How
some
you gonna
shots here and there.
dribble, dog?
I mean, he's left-handed.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean, that's a
yeah, but
shooting
like,
hand. That's a shooting hand.
but it's like nigga, he was dribbling up the court, going through pick and roll. Like, bro, he dribbles a lot. He has the ball in his hands a lot. So it's like you with a fractured thumb. Like I said, I don't know how much pain he really is, but how you gonna dribble? How you gonna grip the ball? Like, oh my god, I gotta see it though. It's definitely gonna affect him, but I don't think it's gonna affect their title
That's
aspirations. I think
correct.
he'll be good by playoffs.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I think it's not that big of a deal, but it was kind of like, wow, you just got him. You guys are
Would you
playing
sit
good.
him?
No, if he thinks he can play through it, play through it. We're on a roll right now. We're looking damn near amazing. No, if you think you can play through the injury, I'll let you play. But there's gonna be some players that try to swipe at that damn thumb.
Yeah,
It's gonna
hell yeah.
happen.
Because I'm looking at their schedule, bro. Like, to be honest, they got a week. The rest of their schedule is
Yeah, their
kind of
schedules.
weak.
Yeah, they got one of the weakest schedules left in the NBA. The easiest
So it's
schedules
like
in left.
you could probably sit him some of those games. I wouldn't say sit him for the whole 4 to 6 weeks, but you could probably sit him most of them games.
That's up to Kenny Atkinson.
Because like you said, players are gonna be hitting that thumb. Players gonna try to hit his thumb, pull his arm, hands, or whatever they can to try to hurt him. But the last two things I got, Kuminga, first game with the Hawks.
That's right. Hey.
Kuminga looked good, bro. 27-7 with your first game. Granted, was that the game Jalen Johnson got injured? I think it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so granted, Jalen Johnson got injured, but it looked like Kuminga fit that team perfectly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like he looked really well out there with the Hawks. I didn't think that. I mean, granted, we got to see him with Jalen Johnson, but I didn't think him, Dyson, and all those guys would coexist. But I think him playing with the Warriors and seeing how the Warriors play and how they move the ball, I think that honestly did help him while he was playing there. That's why the transition to the Hawks was so smooth, because they're predicated on the same thing, moving the ball. Yeah, I was surprised, but I was surprised though he dropped 27 points his first game.
Or they let him play.
What you mean? You didn't think they was gonna let him play?
You're saying no. I'm saying because you said he played like good because of kind of how the Warriors spread the ball around. But I'm just saying, Quinn Snyder just let him play. Just let him play. Just let him hoop. Like, let the man hoop. He been trying to hoop for all year. And Steve Kerr, I ain't gonna lie. If Kuminga hoop for the rest of the year or at least play decent, people gonna side you, Steve Kerr. They gonna side you.
Are they already
how
doing
come he
that?
couldn't do this here? Well, they are already doing that. They are already doing that. But they gonna side you, brother. Because they're gonna say, how come you couldn't do this here? Because you didn't let him do that here. You didn't let him do that with the Warriors. He goes to the Hawks and he drops 27. They said he posted something on his Instagram story, but he deleted.
What you know what they said?
I saw something about the Warriors and something about the Warriors this season. Let me see. I know it's on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But Kuminga, he played great. He played really good. This is what we've all been wanting to see all year. He looked like a really good player, and that he'd been there forever. I liked how he was very aggressive. He did nasty dunks. I'm like, bro, this is what he's always wanted to be, this slashing type forward, can play some defense. But Steve Kerr wouldn't let him do that on the Warriors for some damn apparent reason. So I'm glad Kuminga hooped.
Bro, it was one play out there, bro. He had a wide open dunk. And he, instead of dunking it, he passes to Nikhil Alexander in the corner. And he shot the three. That's why I meant by like the Warriors did him justice by him learning a system and stuff like that, because it made him a less selfish player. Because if that was Kuminga first or second year, he not passing that ball. He's dunking that. So yeah. And then the last thing I got is the Grizzlies versus the Heat fight. So Scottie Pippen Jr. got into it with one of the bench guys on the Heat, and they went tussling into the first row. Now my question to you is, do you like these recent fights? Because I'm not gonna lie, I do. I like it. I think it makes the NBA more entertaining. I think it's more worthwhile watching, because now I'm going to look at a game tonight to see if there might be a fight. If guys might get into a scuffle. Yeah, we know guys might not, go overboard, but recently we seen punches thrown. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I like that.
There's
It
only
makes
Isaiah
the
Stewart.
NBA
Isaiah Stewart
more
only
interesting.
that's throwing punches. Isaiah Stewart only one that's throwing punches.
Nah,
I'm
Diabate
surprised
threw
nobody. I'm
some,
surprised nobody really got
Bridges threw
suspended.
some.
I'm surprised nobody got suspended that game though. They only really got fined. Like and it was
The Grizzlies game.
yeah, they only got fined. No one really got suspended. I thought somebody was
They
gonna at
was doing
least
a
get
bunch of
one.
pushing. They was doing a bunch of pushing. That's all that was.
Do I like
thought,
the fights? Do I like them? I wouldn't say I don't. I wouldn't say I like them. I think they're just it's just a fight. I mean, there have been recent ones. Obviously, we saw the one with I wouldn't consider that a fight, but the Spurs and Pistons, that wasn't really a fight. We saw the Pistons and the Hornets, and now we saw this. I mean, it's better because people always talk about, man, we want to see more fights, we want to see more action. Here we are, but then it's like y'all ain't doing nothing.
I just want to see guys who don't like each other play more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can obviously tell, like, them fights that we've seen, guys don't like each other. And that's what I like. Because I'm not saying you can't be friends with these guys, but on the court, it should be, you know what I'm saying, no holds bar.
Let me see. Oh, he said he deleted it. He said shit about to get scary. Then he said war is damn near messed up.
No, they did mess up.
That's
I wonder
what
how the Hawks gonna do this offseason though, because you got Zachariah, Jalen Johnson, Dyson, Okongwu. Somebody gotta go, Jay. Somebody, all of them can't play.
Saying Zachary one of the worst first picks ever.
He ain't worse than Anthony Bennett.
He not. Okay, before we move on to our grades for the Western Conference, then we'll end with Pickems because I know you probably got to go in an hour. Last thing, Cooper Flagg is the first rookie since Magic Johnson to reach these stats in 40 games: 750 plus points, 250 rebounds plus, 150 plus assists, and 50 steals. And the caption is 1 of 1.
Gee, I hate how they do all this stuff. Like, Cooper Flagg is good. I'm not discrediting him. I just hate the fact that the first player in 40 games to do this since the first player in 30 games, bro, they just adding stuff now. Now what's he gonna be the best player?
They always do this though. That's in sports in general.
I don't like that, bro. I don't like that at all. So now it's gonna be the first player in 5 games to do this.
I mean, that is kind of not this, but when it's stuff like that, that is spectacular though. If there's a player that hypothetically, let's just say such and such is the first player that dropped 5 40-point games, 5 games in a row, that's spectacular. Like, that just is. Since, say, Wilt Chamberlain or something. Like, that's spectacular because if that's the case, only 2 people have done that.
I feel like they're just making up shit now, though. Like, they just making up shit to make players. Like I said, I'm not taking anything from Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is a good player, but I feel like they're doing that to make players look better than what they actually are. You know what I mean? Or give them more accolades than what they actually should have.
I don't think that's an accolade, though. I just think that's
I mean, that when it's all said and done, and that resume comes out, like for Conker, when he's all said and done, he's the fastest player to reach 200 threes. Like, that's gonna be on there. Like, stuff like that's gonna be on it. When they at the end of Cooper Flagg's resume, him being the youngest player to do whatever since Magic Johnson, that's gonna be on there. Or him and Magic Johnson are the only 2 players to do that. It's gonna be on there.
So you think not just him, but in general, that should not be brought up nowhere. So it's like, if you've done it, we should just keep it silent forever.
I think it should be like I don't know. I feel like doing it like the first to 20 games or 30 games. Like, I feel like it should be a bigger requirement. You know what I mean? So, like, I have 100 games. These are only the 5 players to do. These are the only 5 players to do this specific whatever. Or I don't know. I just feel like anything like 20s, 30s, 40s, like that's just. I don't know. It's just.
But if it's 100 games, it wouldn't be that spectacular.
Yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
If it took you 100 games to get to, say the record was 150 games to get 200 threes or something like that, and you got it in 100, like, that's impressive. You're not gonna get 150 games and like that, but that would be impressive too. But I don't know. I just hate. I
Well,
don't.
what's more
I just hate that I
spectacular?
feel like they
But
making up. They making up stats just to make players
it
look
wouldn't
better.
be that. It wouldn't be that spectacular though if you say got 100 threes in say 60 games. It wouldn't
That
be as
would
spectacular as it's 100. It just wouldn't because you've done it in less games.
no.
That's the
That would
point.
make it more That would make it more
If I
spectacular.
did it in more games,
No, if you said if you did it in 60 games, it wouldn't make it
to
more
compare to your
spectacular than
100, I'm comparing that to the 100.
if
It
you
wouldn't
do it
be
in 60
that.
games, it would be more spectacular because you
No,
did it
no,
in
I
less
know. I'm
games.
saying no. You brought up 100 games, and I was saying 60 because I'm saying it wouldn't be as big. I'm saying the 60 games would be more spectacular, more than 100. But like with this specifically, it's only been two players that done it in 40 games. If you pull up a stat that says, I don't know, like in rookies, like let's just say Cooper Flag, Magic Johnson, let's just say LeBron, and let's just what's another rookie? I'm gonna just say Wemby. These are the only four players to average this, and this in a whole rookie season. That played 70 games. That wouldn't be as spectacular. It would be spectacular, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be as spectacular as just Cooper Flag and Magic Johnson putting up these specific stats in only 40 games. It just wouldn't.
I don't know, Jay. I feel like they're doing this to try to make players' legacies better than what they actually was.
I mean, at
Cause
the Hall of
like,
Fame, it won't pop up. It won't come up.
cause like, what's the point of saying it's like, yeah, he's done this in 40 games. That's good for you, but like, there's no point in trying to make it this known. This, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, he did it in 40 games, but it really don't hold that much significance. You know what I mean? Like if he dropped 60 or 70 or 80 points or something like that, yeah, that's very spectacular. But you saying that he's the only player to do this since Magic Johnson, not even just him, if it was anybody else, but like I feel like it's just trying to push an agenda for those players to make those players better than what they asked. Like the whole now the James Harden scoring when he was doing all that scoring, that was really impressive. But I don't know, Jay. I just don't like it
So
because
it
I feel
wouldn't be
like
impressive. It wouldn't be
you're adding
so
more. Go ahead.
it wouldn't be impressive if somebody did the same thing what James Harden was doing.
No,
That
that
wouldn't be
would
as
be impressive because that was a historic run. Only guys like Michael Jordan and stuff did stuff like
I
that. But like even with MJ, like they've thrown out stats with MJ. MJ was the only person to do this in however many games. Like I don't know, Jay. I feel like it's just one of those tactics where they try to make that
so
player bigger and brighter than what they actually are. They basically just get not gaslighting, but adding fuel to the fire.
So when James Harden in this streak, when he was dropping basically 30 points every for like one, whatever
No,
this is,
that's
probably like
impressive.
20. So if somebody else do that and they say only James Harden do the whatever and such and such do this, that are you gonna say that's not impressive?
No, it is. It is
Is that
impressive.
impressive
It's
with
like,
Cooper Flag
bro,
and it's only 2-0? I'm
bro,
confused.
it's like, okay, so it's like things like, for example, I know this is not 40 games, but uh Jalen Duran is the only player to get 60 rebounds in 3 games because he had 20 rebound games or whatever like that. Like, yeah, that's really good. That's impressive. I'm not taking that away from you, but you're making Jalen Duran look bigger and better than what he actually is. Like, yeah, he had really 3 good games, but you're making him look bigger and better than what he actually is. Like, and that's my problem. Like, it's like a let the players hoop and let they enter their accolades speak for themselves. You're trying to add other things to it to make them look better than what they actually is by specifying they only did this in 3 games. He's the only player to do this in 4 games, 5 games, or however many games it is. So
So
like
the next, so the next
if a
guy
week
that
go
do
ahead.
this, what James Harden did, we not gonna say that's impressive. We just not. Whatever the next guy that does that, We're not gonna say that's impressive. The next guy that drops, huh?
I didn't say that. That man went on a historic scoring run.
But
that Magic Johnson and Cooper Flag stat, that wasn't that historic.
But that's still impressive, though.
I never said it wasn't. I never once said it wasn't impressive.
I know, but you're making it not spectacular, though.
Bro, they're trying to make it seem like that's something historic because they're trying to push Cooper Flag to be this next great big thing.
But think about how many rookies there have been in the NBA, and only 2 have done this in 40 games.
Bro, you know how much do you hear about Con Knipple was the fastest player to reach 200 threes? Ain't nobody talking about that. Yeah, it is, but nobody's talking about it though.
We are, but we know why. Because
they're not really hyping it up like that.
Because Cooper Flag is just more popular than Con Knipple.
Because they're trying to. That's why they compared him to Magic Johnson, because they're trying to push that agenda that he's the next big thing. Because he's the only player since Magic Johnson to do this, and Magic Johnson is arguably a top 10 player all the time. And so now you put Cooper Flag in that same conversation. Now it's like he has a chance to be top 10. It's not even because it's Cooper Flag. If it was anybody else, it would be the same thing.
Then put that same energy for whoever does the James Harden then.
No, because the James Harden shit is historic. That was a historic scoring run. The shit that Cooper Flag just did that you stated, that's not historic. It's two things. That's
so
two
only when it's
historic. Being historic and doing something spectacular. Those are two different things. Historic is something that goes down in history forever. Not saying that this is going to go down in history, because it's the same thing as rookies that average 25 and 5. Like, it's only a couple of rookies that ever average 25 and 5. But that's not historic. Something like James Harden did, that's historic. That's shit that we barely see ever. That shit with Cooper Flag, that shit can happen again. When we gonna see another player go on that James Harden run?
I don't know. When was the last time we saw this? And when was the last time a rookie's done this?
And what was the numbers again?
Cooper Flag is the first rookie since Magic Johnson to reach these stats in 40 games. 750 plus points, 250 plus rebounds, 150 assists, and 50 plus steals.
A rookie is going to do that next year. I don't know.
Why haven't nobody else done that though?
A rookie next year is.
Why hasn't nobody else done that? But okay, if AJ does it, hey, congratulations, because that's gonna be crazy. Because it'll only be 3 rookies. But I'm saying, how come no one else has done that though? We seen Victor, we seen Kyrie Irving, we seen LeBron James.
Kyrie was
hurt. We see these great rookies, and no one else has done it besides Magic Johnson and Cooper Flag. Look,
but that's not a historic stat, dog. Those are not historic. Those are not historic numbers. 750 points, 250 rebounds, 156. That shit's not historic. They're trying to make shit like that they're trying to make shit like that look like it's historic numbers because they're being compared to legendary players, bro. No, I don't like that shit.
You ain't a Cooper Flag hater. You definitely ain't.
Here we go. Right Here we go, dog.
You not? Are you saying you wasn't? I agree with you. You sure like help your case though.
Bro, those are not. No, bro, those are not historic numbers. Like even the Con Knipple shit, I'm not harping on that. That's impressive that he did that shit faster than Steph, who's the greatest shooter to ever live. But you don't see me hyping that up like people are hyping, like how motherfuckers is hyping up this whole Cooper Flag and Magic Johnson. Because if we being honest, if that's the case, you might as well keep the same energy with Con Knipple. Because you could say Con Knipple's a better shooter than Steph Curry because he made he's the fastest to 200 threes. That don't mean he's gonna be fucking great. That doesn't mean he's gonna be Steph Curry great. But them comparing him to Magic Johnson, they're trying to say that he's gonna be on the same level or could reach the same level as Magic Johnson. That's why they're trying to hype it up.
And we go wait 10 years down the line. We don't know.
But they're not hyping up Con Knipple's fastest 200 threes like they are with this Cooper Flag.
Oh, he's about to pass. He's about to pass Keegan Murray for the most threes as a rookie I think he needs
Even when
probably
King and Murray
6
did
more.
that shit, we didn't really get no fuck about that.
Let's be honest. No one cares about Keegan Murray. Let's just be honest.
It don't
We're not
matter.
gonna do that.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
not gonna
If
do
we
that.
being
We're
honest,
not
it
gonna
don't
do
matter.
that.
He was the fastest to do it out of everybody in NBA history. The motherfuckers
We
didn't care
not
about
gonna do
that. But the fact
Because
that Cooper Flag is compared to Magic
know,
Johnson,
but
that's
you
cool.
know why though. Like we're not gonna
Come
fake
on,
like we
dog.
don't know why though. We're not gonna do that. We know
Come on,
Cooper
dog.
Flag is more popular than Konkinen, but I agree.
Bro, they're
Konkinen
trying to push an agenda. That's it. That's all. That's why they do. That's why they put little stats out there like that, because they're trying to push an agenda.
Francisco, he said he ain't no Cooper Flag hater. I agree. I believe him. I'm with him. He just didn't help his case right here. He didn't help his case. But yeah, that was a good combo. Let's move on to the last thing, then our Pickems. Let's grade these Western Conference teams. We were supposed to do that last week, ran out of time. So I still got the same grades as last week. And I know Charles gonna have to go probably in an hour. So let's do this real quick. First team, the OKC Thunder. What grade do you give them right now?
Are we including Are we including the whatchamacallit? The last couple weeks after All-Star break?
Nope, I didn't. I kept the same grade.
Oh well, I was if that's the case, well then they get they still get an A+ because they were the best team going into All-Star break. And you know they were winning games without J-Dub, without Chet, without Shea. So yeah, I give the Thunder A.
Every grade I got on here is literally from last week what we were supposed to do. I didn't change absolutely nothing. I changed nothing because it was literally like the All-Star break is kind of over with. I mean, it's over, so I kept it here. But I gave the OKC Thunder an A+ because at one point they was on a historic run, like 22-2 or 1 or whatever it was. Still got one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. You got the MVP in Shea Gilgeous. Chet was an all-star this year. J-Dub was good when he played, but he's been hurt most of the year. Role players, Casey Wallace, AJ Mitchell was a 6-man, most improved candidate this year. The Thunder are just the OKC Thunder. Really good team. Best in the league. And what else can you say? They deserve an A+ because they're great. Remember, y'all, Charles gonna have to cut his hair if they win a championship again.
They is not winning.
I ain't gonna lie though, even if they do win, he ain't cutting that shit no way, so it don't even matter. But
I might.
Okay. Yeah, just to be like, man, I'm tired of the braids, man. Let me just cut this. I'm tired of the braids. I can't even imagine you without no braids no more. Next thing, San Antonio Spurs. What grade do you give them right now?
I get a San Antonio an A2. I think that, you know, coming into this year, they were 34-48 last year, and now to be second in the West, with Wemby playing really good, Stephon Castle taking the next step, and all these guys just playing good defense, and beating some of the best teams in the league. So I give the San Antonio Spurs an A2.
I give the Spurs an A+ because I don't think a lot of people thought they would be second in the Western Conference. One of the best defensive teams in the league. You got Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle has taken the lead. Dylan Harper, their first round pick this year, has played decent. Like their whole entire team is role players. Charles talked about how they play like the San Antonio way. Ball movement. No one is just this overly great like score on this team. Like Wemby is only averaging like 24 points. He could be averaging like 30 if he really wanted to. But they play. But they play good team basketball, and that's why they're at the top. And they have been healthy. And even when the games when Wemby was hurt, they still was winning games, and that's because of coaching. Mitch Johnson, I think it is. I think that's his name. My bad. But they've been really good. They surprised a lot of people being second in the Western Conference. So I got the San Antonio Spurs, A+. Next team, the Denver Nuggets. What grade do you give them right now?
The Denver Nuggets, I give the Denver Nuggets a B+. They held it together while Jokic was out. You know, they're a pretty solid team. They've been playing good all year. I just don't think that, you know, Cam Johnson not playing that well, with Aaron Gordon being hurt, you know, that's a reason why, you know, they're not top 3 in the West right now, or top 2 in the West right now. But they've been playing good without those guys, and with Christian Bond being hurt, Peyton Watson, they still found a way to win games and will themselves to W. So I gave him a B plus.
Real quick. San Antonio has been great, especially since they got rid of Jeremy Sohan. Yeah, Jeremy Sohan. Man, I thought he was gonna be decent, man. He was a good player at Baylor. But I give the Denver Nuggets a B plus. The Denver Nuggets, they have been a good team, but they low-key haven't been like a dominant team. A lot of people have them. I think whenever Charles comes back, I think he had them like to win the championship right now. Well, not right now, but to win the championship. And right now, they're like fourth in the West. And Jokic has been great, but he's missed a lot of time. Jamal Murray has missed some time. Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, Peyton Watson has missed some times. But even with all them injuries, they still have kept it together and still been really good. Like a lot of people, especially us, when we was up here, we thought when Nikola Jokic got injured, we thought it was damn near gonna be over
Yeah, it
for
was
the
over.
Nuggets. And here they are. They were still really good without Jokic. So give credit to Jamal Murray, first time All-Star. They've been really good without him when he missed some time, and they're still a good team. But right now, I give them a B
I
plus,
still got to
not an
win.
A.
I still got to win the chip.
I'm with you right there. I'm with you right there. Next team, the Houston Rockets. What grade do you give them right now?
I was conflicted between a C plus or a B minus, but I'm gonna give them a B minus. Because the resurgence of late, but um, they started off good. They started looking like one of the best teams in the West. And then they took a major skid before the All-Star break. So with them playing bad before the All-Star break, I had to drop their grade down. So yeah, I gave them a B minus.
I gave them a B minus because low-key, the offense has not been the greatest recently. Like sometimes they struggle on offense. Defense has been there, but like we talked about it, sometimes they don't even pass Kevin Durant the ball. Like we
No,
talk about
which
it a
is
lot.
crazy.
And Sengun hasn't been like he was an all-star this year, but he wasn't like really good like how it was last year. Amen Thompson has showed flashes. Reed Shepard shown flashes, and the point guard situation is still hurting them still to this day. Like it's just facts. And I just feel like it's just they're a good team, and that's because of just straight talent. But I
Talent,
wouldn't put them like on the epsilon tier of like the Spurs and the Thunder. Like they are a good team, but not been like super great. They've been inconsistent a lot this year. So I gave the Houston Rockets a B minus. Next team. Now this is before the Los Angeles Lakers. What grade do you give them right now?
I think they get well, obviously it was before the All-Star break, but I gave them a B minus just like the Rockets. I think, like you said, they're top heavy. So with LeBron, Luca, and Austin Reeves, those guys are gonna win you a bunch of games just off of talent alone. But their defense is bad, their role players are bad. They struggle against teams like the Magic when with teams they supposed to be beaten. But yeah, I gave them a B minus too.
I gave the Lakers B minus just off of straight talent and how the record is. I feel like real talk, they probably should be like a C minus or something. But I gave them a B minus just because they have a good record. Because you do have LeBron, Luca, they have individually and Reeves individually good seasons, but as a whole, the team is just not that good. Like you said, strictly off talent, just strictly off straight talent. Like you said, defense isn't good. The role players don't step it up. Your three best players just can't play defense, and that's a struggle, and that's just a problem, and it's going to be a problem going forward. But right now, because of their record and just straight off talent, the Lakers do deserve at least a B minus, but they probably should deserve a C. Not gonna lie, but and DeAndre Ayton has not been that good. But everybody
Mhm.
else, it is what it is. The Lakers they get a B minus. Next team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. What grade do you give them right now?
Right now I give the T Wolves a B minus too. I thought that, earlier in the season they were struggling, losing teams like the Kings, and they lost to the Nets. Like they were losing against the teams that they were supposed to beat. But then they stepped it up. And they've been playing way better lately. They figured out their point guard situation. And so yeah, I gave them a B minus.
I gave them a B minus. Honestly, though, you could say it's the same as the Lakers. Good
Yeah.
record. Anthony Edwards has been really good. Randall has been good. Obviously, they traded for Io DeSumo. He's been good for them. Like, they're still a really good team. I just feel like they probably should be a little bit better, but the West is just so packed. It's just like somebody ain't gonna be like great. But the Timberwolves, they still been a good team because of Ant Edwards having obviously another superstar year. I gave the Timberwolves a B minus. Like, I don't know if they deserve a C like how the Lakers, but I think it's a B. I think they deserve at least a B. Next team, the Phoenix Suns. What grade do you give them right now?
I'm giving the Phoenix Suns a B plus. I thought that the Phoenix Suns, they were one of those teams that shocked us. I knew that they were going to be like a scrappy team and that they were going to fight for all their W's. But I did not expect them to be one game or a couple of games out of a playoff spot. I didn't think that Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Mark Williams was going to lead these guys to the 7th seed, but they have. So they exceeded expectations. So I give them a B plus.
I gave the Suns an A minus. They've been really good, exceeded expectations. I said they will be better, but I did not expect this. I did not expect, well, at this time, 33 wins. They did have 33 wins. I did not expect them at the point at the All-Star break to be 9 games over 500.
And you know
Defense
what's
has
crazy?
been. Go ahead.
They're not even using a rookie. The
I
rookie
mean,
from
rookies.
Duke. Yeah, that too. They're not even using them.
They show now. Malawash do not get sick. He don't even. And then Jalen Green hasn't played really. And they were still really good because Dylan Brooks hooping, Devin Booker been playing good as usual. Grayson Allen, Colin Gillespie was a really
That's
good
who it's been.
signing.
Grayson Allen.
Mark
Grayson
Williams has
Allen's
been
amazing.
good. No, Colin Gillespie been hooping.
Yeah,
The Suns are playing like team basketball, and they're a gritty
Mm-hmm.
team, like Charles said, but they just play like as a team. And Jordan Ott got them guys hooping. They could be a playoff team, like 6 seed. They could, but they're going to make the play in easily. But they're a good team. Nobody thought they would be playing. No one. So I give the Phoenix Suns an A minus. They have been playing some great basketball. But Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks out is going to hurt them. But next team, the Golden State Warriors. What grade do you give them now? Right now.
C minus. I gave them a C minus. With the roster construction, Steve Kerr not playing, Kuminga, all the drama around Jimmy and Draymond. I think it was just a whole bunch of noise and nonsense over there so far this year. And so yeah, and then on top of that, they wasn't really playing that good. They had spurts where they played good, but for the most part, the Warriors weren't playing that good to start the season. So I give them a C minus.
Yeah, I gave them a C minus too because they've been mid majority of the year. At one point they were hooping, then at one point they were bad. Steph Curry was playing good. Draymond Green has declined. Crazy. Role players haven't been playing good. You don't play Kuminga. Jimmy Butler's out for the year. It just hurt them. But somehow they still are over 500. I still don't know how they're over 500 with no Steph Curry, but it is what it is. But they deserve a C only because they've been mid majority year. And, give Steve Kerr some credit. He kind of coaching for real because there's no Steph Curry and no Jimmy. So I'm giving Steve Kerr some credit for once. He been decent. So the Golden State Warriors get a C minus from me. Next team. Oh, let Charles come back.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Next team, the Portland Trail Blazers. What grade do you give them right now?
I gave the Portland Trail Blazers a C. C plus. I give them a C plus because no one thought that the Portland Trail Blazers was gonna be good this season. I don't even think you thought they were gonna be good. At the beginning of the year, you called them a weak team. But they've beaten some of the best teams in the league. They've beaten the Thunder. I believe have they beaten the Spurs? I don't think they've beaten the Spurs. All right, hold on.
Well, they are below mid. So
they've beaten good. They've beaten a bunch of good teams this year. And then on top of that, they've had close games with a bunch of good teams as well, and that's with Drew Holiday being injured. Um, that's with Scoot being injured. Denny being in and out of the lineup with his back problems, but he was playing really good to start the season. So yeah, I gave the Trailblazers a C+. Yeah, they beat the Spurs, the Thunder.
I get
So
the I get the Portland Trailblazers a B minus because they've been playing way better this year. They have like at the time of the obviously the All Star break, they were kind of like even, like 28 wins, something like that. So they've been pretty bad. They've been better than what I thought they was. Denny Avdia was an All Star this year. Like you said, no Drew Holiday. Donovan Clingan has been really good. Shane Sharp, who is out now again. He was playing good to start the year. Like they had a lot of injuries and they were still hooping. Scoop just came back. Like the Portland Trailblazers have played better. Right now they're like not over 500, but to be at least in the playing spot, I give them a lot of credit. And I don't think a lot of people thought they will probably be there. They probably thought they'd be better, but I get the Portland Trailblazers a B minus. Next team, we only got 6 more teams. Next team, the Los Angeles Clippers. What grade do you give them right now?
a D. I gave them a D because one, you had the Kawhi scandal. Then on top of that, you guys started off terrible for the season. Then you guys did Chris Paul bogus. So I thought it was just a whole bunch of drama and nonsense and a bunch of losing over there to start the season. Now, granted, they went on a little win streak before the All Star break to get back into the 10th spot, but I don't think they've been playing that good this year. The only bright spot has been Kawhi. Now it's DG, Darius Garland, and Ben, but for the most part, to start the year, they've been but. So I get him a D.
Gave him a D because they did Chris Paul dirty. Or that factor into the grade because they did Chris Paul dirty?
Yeah, that definitely does.
That don't factor in none of my grade. They just garbage. They were garbage. They were
That
bad.
shit factored in my shit.
Doing Chris Paul dirty is just it is what it is. But nah, Clippers get a D minus. They were not a good team. Kawhi Leonard has been hooping. It's kind of low key. It's kind of like where the Nets were when we grade the Nets. They only get a D only because Kawhi Leonard has been hooping. Zubac wasn't playing like how he was. The role players weren't good. You traded everybody. James Harden's gone. Zubac's gone. Darius Garland hasn't played. Ben Mathurin been hooping the last couple of games. I give him credit. But outside of that, the Los Angeles Clippers just wasn't a good team. Defense was bad. Offense was whatever, but the Clippers overall, just a bad team in general. Like they were terrible, but they did pick it up. I give them that credit. Now they're back to being just a regular team. And Kawhi is right. They're not a champion. He's over that team right now. They're not a good team, championship team. He said that. So I give
quick question. I'll
ahead,
finish before I ask my question.
So I give the LA Clippers a D minus. Go ahead.
All right, now that Ben Mathurin's on the Clippers, are you still gonna stand on that Andrew Nembhard is a better player, or he's better than Ben?
I think for what he does, yes, because of the passing, the defense, and I've always said he's a better scorer than him. Yes, I've always said that. That's not nothing new.
So wait, so you saying that? So you gonna stick on that Andrew Nembhard is better than Ben?
Yeah, if that was the case, why they trade him?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see now.
I mean,
now he's on a team that actually. Put the ball in his hands and believe in it.
If all he do is score, what that gonna do? We just gonna say he a dark skinned Zach LaVine. Like what's that gonna prove? But like when you gonna push your agenda, what are you gonna tell me? He just scored more?
No, I think Ben Mathurin is the better player.
That's fine. Like I have no problem with that.
I ain't pushing no agenda. I just want you to
know. Pushing an agenda.
No, I'm not. What agenda am I pushing?
You tried to push he's better than Ben Mathurin is better than Andrew Nembhard. That's your agenda.
He is.
You're trying to push him.
He is better.
Then why they let him go?
Because they didn't want to pay his ass. Just like they let Miles Turner go. They ain't want to pay his ass.
I got a question. Real quick, because we do got Why did they sign Andrew Nembhard off of basically 2 playoff series, but had Ben Mathurin, who had a good rookie year, was injured all them other times with the second year? Why did they put their faith in Andrew Nembhard more than Ben Mathurin?
I told you
Even
this
though
before.
Ben Mathurin had a good year, his rookie year.
I told you this before. I don't think Rick Carlisle liked him. And basketball and the NBA is politics, and it's all about relationships. So no matter how good Ben Mathurin plays, for instance, George Karl and Carmelo Anthony and DeMarcus Cousins, George Karl got into it with all his superstars, and what ended up happening to him? They asses got traded or they left that team that he was on. So it could be the same thing with Ben Mathurin. He can play really well and play really good, but if Rick Carlisle doesn't like your ass, the coach doesn't like your ass, you're up out of there.
Comparing superstars to Ben Mathurin is kind of crazy, but it is what it is.
No, I'm not comparing them to Ben Mathurin. I'm comparing their situations. There's a difference. I'm not comparing their games. I'm comparing their situations.
Okay. We will revisit this down the line in the future. Next team, the Memphis Grizzlies. What grade do you give them right now?
F. I give them an F. The Grizzlies have been terrible this season. Ja's been in and out the lineup, and I don't even think he they said he might come back, but I don't even think he should come back the rest of the season. He might as well just sit the rest out.
He's going to be gone from the organization in general.
And then you trade Jaren Jackson. And then on top of that, not even when those guys were injured, you wasn't playing your young guys like G.G. Jackson, who played really well for you last year. So I don't get why you didn't even let him sniff the court until literally you had no choice but to. And I just think, they've been bad the entire year. So I give them an F.
Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We gonna go through every team. These last 5 teams, I see a lot of F's and D's, though. I ain't gonna cap. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. We still gonna go through all the teams, but that's all I'm gonna say. Memphis Grizzlies get a straight up F. Ja Morant was not good this year. He was injured majority of the year. Jaren Jackson honestly wasn't really that good for the Grizzlies really this year. He was decent, but he wasn't like great. And they had a lot of injuries that even when they played, they just wasn't a good team. Like they were really bad. And look at them now at the bottom. And I ain't trying to make this discussion on hot take. I would not be shocked if they got rid of their coach this offseason. I would not be shocked. That's all I'm gonna say. I just wouldn't be shocked. But I said I wouldn't be shocked. I said I wouldn't be shocked
after one season. Well, this is first.
This will be a year and a half. Well, he took over late last year, so a year and a half. It's a year and a half. I mean, I've seen coaches getting. I mean, shit. You tried to get rid of Steve Clifford after the damn press conference,
and they should have. Because look how that season turned out.
That's fine, but you wouldn't do the same thing either. You wouldn't do that. So
yes, I would have.
You're not firing nobody after the press conference. You're not doing that.
Well, no, not after that press conference, but I damn near probably would have fired his ass. I probably would have fired his ass. Because I would have at least gave him a shot. Realistically, I probably would have gave him until the All-Star break. If he was still
you didn't say that.
I would have got rid of his ass.
You didn't say that though. That's what you didn't say.
I mean, it was a joke. I was trolling.
Nah, you was dead serious. You told
in real life. So you telling me in real life, if I was an actual GM, I just hired this nigga and I'm gonna fire him right after the press conference. Nigga,
it was a whole argument about that.
I was trolling.
Oh, now we're trolling. Okay, now we're trolling. Francisco, real quick. He told me straight up argument. He told me after the press conference he was gonna fire Steve Clifford because Greg Popovich, if he was a free agent coach, he was gonna hire him. That's what he said.
Oh, for Pop? Yeah,
that's what you said. And that's my point. That's what I said.
If I talked to Pop and Pop said I would come there, Steve
You're
Clifford,
not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Greg Popovich, one of the best coaches to ever coach.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it. No, you're not.
If you just hired a coach, and not Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich told you, "I want to come coach your team." You're not gonna fire him and hire Greg Popovich.
Not after the brand press conference. No,
you tweaking.
Not after the press conference.
You know how quickly you would turn your franchise around.
And then you know how bad of a team you gonna be. You know how that shit. So wait. I got a question. We see it all the time in college how these coaches get fired for whatever. So they can sue me and they gonna be like, "Why did you fire me? What's your legit reason for firing me?"
What do you mean? Coaches get fired in the NBA all the time
for no reason. But what's the reason?
You still gonna get paid, so it don't even matter.
So you gonna pay
So why the
enough?
hell would you sue if you still getting paid?
Because why are you firing me for no reason?
I'm not firing you for no reason. I'm firing you because I don't think I made a mistake in thinking that you were the right person to lead this
Man is
organization in the
crazy,
right
y'all.
direction. No. Why you think any other coach gets fired? Because they don't believe that they can lead their team in the right direction. So
Not
I'm firing
after
you for the same thing.
After the press conference, though.
If Greg Popovich told me, CJ, I understand that you just hired Steve Clifford, but I want to come coach your team, that motherfucker is gone. He's gone.
But now they're
Because
going
I know
to,
Greg Popovich can turn around my organization. Steve
and now,
Clifford obviously couldn't do it because he had a chance already and couldn't do it then.
okay, that's understandable. But my thing is, once they're gonna sue you for reason of why you're firing me, then it gets around that you're a terrible organization because you're just firing people for basically no reason. Like that gets to you. Then why would anybody even want to go to your organization? Why would anybody want to go there?
Winning cures everything. Even if I did fire him or whatever the case may be, if Greg Popovich wins us games, they gonna forget all about that shit. They gonna say, "Oh well, damn, CJ fired Steve Clifford after the press conference, but Greg Popovich got these boys playing. They're in the play-in, or they have a 6 seed now. Maybe he was right by doing that. All that shit gonna go away if I win.
You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Dog, if Greg Popovich told me he wanted to come, I'm firing that motherfucker right after the press conference. I'm gonna interrupt that press conference. Say, my bad, y'all. Whispering in that nigga ear, yeah, I gotta let you go, Steve.
Yeah.
Or matter of fact, I'll let him finish the press conference, and I'll do it. I'll do them how they did Chris Paul.
They're not doing that.
Now
the All-Star break, I could give you that. I could, if he was bad like throughout, and then you saw like how they did. What's his name? Adrian Griffin at the All-Star break. Cool, fine. If you give him a chance to do it, then I'm cool. I have no problem. But you kept saying after the press conference, I'm just like, yeah, he's crazy. He's tripping, y'all.
Man, but let Greg Popovich be available.
You're not doing it. Let's move on. The Dallas Mavericks. What grade do you give the Mavericks right now?
D, and that's only because of Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag has been the only bright spot for this organization this year with the injuries to Kyrie and AD, and then other guys being in and out the lineup. I get the Mavs a D.
I gave the Dallas Mavericks a D- because, and that's really because of the same thing. Cooper Flag been hooping. That's it. AD was out of the lineup, ain't played. Kyrie Irving hasn't played. They've been not a good team. They had a lot of injuries, but just the fact that Cooper Flag is your bright spot, that gives you a D-. So I get the Dallas Mavericks a D- only because of Cooper Flag. 1 out of 2 players, Cooper Flag. Next team, Utah Jazz. What grade do we give them?
I give the Utah Jazz. I get them a D-, and that's literally only because of Keontae George. Keontae George has been playing amazing this season. He should have been an all-star. He got snubbed. But yeah, that's literally the only bright spot. If Pascal Siakam can make the all-star team, Keontae George should have. But over who? I don't know. Over who, but
you got to name the Americans basically then. I'm just saying. Pascal at least was a Euro.
In the East. Man, he was in the East.
Well, just in general, but yeah. I gave the Jazz a F. Honestly, because bad hoops. Bad hoops. I'm surprised you ain't say because they've been fake taken. Because they've been taken. That's why they get whatever. I'm surprised you ain't put that in there. They've been a bad team. Everybody has been hurt. There have been Keontae George hoops, but he's been out of the lineup. Lori marketed. I'm surprised we had talk about how they're trying to send their own doctors because they think they faking. It's crazy. It's crazy now, but hey,
I would put him in over Chet, G. I would put him in over Chet, bro.
They need a big.
Or he could have been replacement over De'Aaron Fox.
Okay, that's not a problem. No problem. I'm not upset at that. But yeah, Jazz, they get an F because they're just not a good team. Bad team. Not because Will Hardy's fault. You did trade for Jaren Jackson. I give y'all that. But just overall, bad hoops. Not a good team. I give the Utah Jazz an F. Next team, New Orleans Pelicans. What grade do we give them right now?
I gave the Pelicans a D-. And that's only because of the players they got over there that I like. I thought they have a good young talent and young core of Queen and Fears. Um, but they're D minus because they've been playing bad basketball all season. I mean, this is Zion's most healthiest season. But for the most part, it's been bad basketball the entire year. So I give them a D minus.
I get the Pelicans a straight. Wait, what you say? Say it again.
D minus.
I get the Pelicans a straight F. Been terrible. Even when all of them been playing. I know everybody been in and out the lineup, but when I see all those guys playing, they still lose games. Zion been hooping a little bit. Derek Queen, he had his stretch this year. But outside of that, they have been bad. And Trey Murphy. Forgot about Trey Murphy. Trey
Bro,
Murphy's been
you seen they started DeAndre Jordan now?
I saw that. I saw him play 30 minutes.
What the fuck?
And
I'm like, what the fuck?
called a oop. And he called a oop.
I'm like, gee, what the fuck is we doing? Even if y'all tanking, you not gonna play Derek Queen? The fuck?
I didn't even know DeAndre Jordan could still dunk. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, bro. He athletic as
Yeah,
shit.
I saw DeAndre Jordan 30 minutes. And then you traded for Jordan Poole. They bitching him now. Bro, it's all bad in New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's that? Almost. What's Buddy Day? What's the GM?
Oh, Joe Dumars.
Bro, I almost said Dr. Umar. I almost said Dr. Umar. I stopped myself though. I'm like, it's not that, but I almost said Dr. Umar. But no, Joe Dumars, you've been bad, brother. Pelicans get straight up. They've been terrible this year. I like Trey Murphy though. He been hooping. But outside of that, and then y'all not playing y'all rookies like that. Man, F, bro. Y'all bad. And that's last team. This might be the quickest one. We got to do it for the clip. Sacramento Kings. What grade do we give them right now?
What's lower than the F, Jay? Ain't shit. Well, they shouldn't even get a grade. They shouldn't even get a grade. They shit is not complete.
I'd rather get a grade than NA.
They shit is NA. The hell? They don't know what they doing. They just giving it out. Okay? They handing out W's across the league. Weak ass nigga.
The Kings get straight F plus minus whatever
they don't
you can
get a grade. They don't get a grade.
The Kings have been terrible. Injuries. All them star players ain't been playing good. Bad hoops out the world. I don't even remember the last time they lit the beam at home. They have been so bad this year. They get a straight F. I'm trying to make the clip 30 seconds, but I don't even know if I can because they've been terrible. The Sacramento Kings get a straight F. That is it for our gradings for the West. Now let's go to our Pickems, then we can leave. NBA Pickems, NBA Fridays games, Cavs and the Pistons.
Detroit basketball. Pistons, baby.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, Nets and the Celtics.
Celtics.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Knicks and the Bucks.
Knicks.
Give me the New York Knicks, Grizzlies and the Mavericks.
Mavs.
Give me the Dallas Mavericks, Nuggets and the Thunder.
Nuggets.
Give me the Denver Nuggets, NBA Saturdays games, Trailblazers and the Hornets.
Hornets.
Give me the Charlotte Hornets, Rockets and the Heat.
I'm going to go Heat.
Give me the Houston Rockets, Raptors and the Wizards.
Raptors.
Give me the Toronto Raptors, Lakers and the Warriors.
Oh, Lakers.
Give me the LA Lakers, Pelicans and the Jazz, Doodle Bowl.
Pelicans.
Give me the New Orleans Pelicans, NBA Sundays games, Bucks and the Bulls.
Bucks.
Bulls on 10-game losing streak. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks.
But
Spurs.
they supposed to be playing the Hornets.
Hmm?
But you said they was going to be better than the Hornets.
Now, you know they made all the dumb trades. We did not project that, so don't even do that.
I did. They dumbasses.
You did not project all these dumbass. You did not project all these dumb trades, bro.
Well, I told you don't believe in them niggas. You believed anyways.
I didn't think they was going to trade off with all those guards. But Spurs and the Knicks. No, wait. Did I even say give me the Milwaukee Bucks, Spurs and the Knicks?
Give me the Spurs.
Give me the San Antonio Spurs, Cavs, and the Nets.
Cavs.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, Timberwolves, and the Nuggets.
T-Wolves.
Give me the Denver Nuggets, Grizzlies, and the Pacers.
Pacers.
Give me the Memphis Grizzlies. We tanking. Trailblazers and the Hawks.
Blazers. Nah, give me the Hawks.
Give me the Atlanta Hawks, Pistons, and the Magic.
Pistons, baby.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, 76ers, and the Celtics.
Celtics.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Thunder, and the Mavericks.
Give me the Thunder.
Give me the OKC Thunder, Pelicans, and the Clippers.
Give me the Clippers.
Give me the LA Clippers, Kings, and the Lakers.
Give me the Lakers.
I'm about to say, you thinking? Wow, that's crazy. Give me the LA Lakers, NBA Mondays games, Rockets and the Wizards.
Give me the Rockets.
Give me the Houston Rockets, Celtics and the Bucks.
Celtics.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Nuggets and the Jazz.
Nuggets.
Give me the Denver Nuggets, Clippers and the Warriors.
Clippers.
Give me the LA Clippers, NBA Tuesdays games, Thunder and the Bulls.
Thunder.
Give me the OKC Thunder, Mavericks and the Hornets.
Hornets.
Give me the Charlotte Hornets, Pistons and the Cavs.
It's going to be a good game. Give me my Pistons, though.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, Wizards and the Magic.
Magic.
Give me the Orlando Magic, Nets and the Heat.
Heat.
Give me the Miami Heat, Knicks and the Raptors.
Raptors.
Give me the Toronto Raptors, Spurs and the 76ers.
Sixers.
Give me the San Antonio Spurs, Grizzlies and the Timberwolves.
T-Wolves.
Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves, Pelicans and the Lakers.
Lakers.
Give me the LA Lakers, Suns and the Kings.
Suns.
Give me the Phoenix Suns, NBA Wednesdays games, Thunder and the Knicks.
Knicks.
Give me the OKC Thunder, Hornets and the Celtics.
Hornets.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Jazz and the 76ers.
Sixers.
Give me the Philadelphia 76ers, Trailblazers and the Grizzlies.
Blazers.
Give me the Portland Trailblazers, Hawks and the Bucks.
Hawks.
Give me the Atlanta Hawks, Pacers and the Clippers, Ben Mathurin revenge game.
Clippers.
Give me the LA Clippers and finally NBA Thursdays games, Bulls and the Suns.
Suns.
Give me the Phoenix Suns, Mavericks and the Magic.
Magic.
Give me the Orlando Magic, Jazz and the Wizards.
Wizards.
Whew. Give me the Washington Wizards, Nets and the Heat.
Heat.
Give me the Miami Heat, Warriors and the Rockets.
Rockets.
Give me the Houston Rockets, Raptors and the Timberwolves.
T-Wolves.
Give me the Toronto Raptors, Pistons and the Spurs, the rematch.
Pistons.
Give me the San Antonio Spurs, Lakers and the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Give me the LA Lakers and finally Pelicans and the Kings, Doodoo Bowl.
Kings.
Give me the New Orleans Pelicans. And that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to hear me and Charles yap for 2 hours and a half, make sure you guys listen to us on the audio platforms on Apple Music and Spotify. Make sure you guys give us a 5-star review. And again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to all our videos and hype up these videos so we can be out there more. And again, we will see you guys next time. Shout out to everybody that joined in the chat. Shout out to all the 12, 13 people I saw in here. Shout out to y'all. We will see you guys next time.